Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waterdeep Resurfaced. I am your DM, a minuscule little abyssal chicken, wandering the wastes of Avernus. But for now, we're here to play some D&D. Vic, would you like to go into announcements?
Yeah, I'm a piece of abyssal corn here to feed you all with these announcements. The first one is thanks Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for sponsoring us. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at Little Dragon Co. 1 to stay updated on all their awesome products. And don't forget to use the coupon code PROBONUS when you head over to littledragoncorp.com and you'll get 10% off your order. Cardboard Castle Games is a lovely game store local to the Evans, Georgia area. If you're there, please visit them and give them your patronage. But if you're not, check them out online. Also, don't forget to check out our other games. We stream basically every day here at Proficiency Bonus. Schedule's below the Twitch feed, or you can do the schedule like chat command thingy. We have games for several of the published 5e modules. We have homebrew 5e games, and some of our games are from different systems entirely. So like we probably have something up your alley. We also have a community Discord with public channels, so please come check it out and hang out with us. And just as a special note for Wednesdays, we just want to give a big thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for the background music that we use here on Wednesdays. He's a really talented composer. He has great content usage rules for smaller channels like ours, so please check out his YouTube and his Patreon and support him if you can. Kristy, MysticHour?
Yeah, well, maybe. Tomorrow's going to be another record high in Canada for heat, so it'll probably be another late night Mystic Hour instead of the usual 5:30, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. I also, as a note, I just found this out through Michael, that apparently if you go in Evans, Georgia to Cardboard Castle Games and tell them Probo sent you, they will give you 10% off your in-store order. Because they're awesome like that. So that's really cool. But yeah, hang out with me tomorrow night.
Go to Georgia.
Go to Georgia. Get that 10%.
Just go to Georgia for 10% off.
And we are still doing the Extra Life charity drive. So if you
OMG. Donate for some kids.
For the kids. And I think that's all my announcements. Tomorrow will be
yeah, that's all from me.
Want to move into a recap.
I got it. Last time, everybody, oh my goodness. Last time, the party did everything in their power to be able to avoid breaking into the Castellanter's estate. Disguised behind making sure that everything was prepared, we gathered our allies, we secured magic items, we brokered a couple deals, we searched for ways to break in, and also may or may not have had to check in on one detective who may or may not just have gotten kidnapped and may or may not be being held in their basement. But no worries, we've got everything planned out. The party was able to secure some scrolls for the heist. We have made our alliances. We have our plan. We are definitely 100% going to break into the Castellanter's estate now.
Also, Amalia stopped by.
She did.
Amalia did stop by.
And was like, let's move up the day of the party. We have family business stuff on their birthday, so we're moving it up to is it a couple, 5 days from now?
She said the 9th, didn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
it's the 4th.
It's the 5th.
Oh, okay, 4 days.
Yeah,
because we rested at the end.
We made a note that you guys went to bed at the very end of the last session, so you guys are waking up on the 5th of Uktar. So you have 4 days.
Oh. God, we procrastinated super hard, Joel.
Still technically 5 days because you have all of the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, so it's technically 5 days, but it is the 5th of Uktar.
Lovely.
Okay. You may take a point of inspiration, which you can either gift to somebody to give them advantage, or use yourself.
I'm sure it will find some use.
So that leaves us on the morning of the 5th of Uktar. Everybody has taken their long rest, which I believe you guys have already done. If you have not done so on your character sheets, you may. The day is yours to do with what you will.
All right.
You ever feel so nervous that you like think you have to like go number 2? Because that's how I feel right now.
Assume that Frey has made his way back to the Three of Cups to group up with everybody, correct? Okay.
I will show up with small breakfast sandwiches again.
Oh.
Sir takes one immediately and eats it through stress.
3 people have a little extra something special on it, and they get temporary hit points. So whoever wants to take 3 temporary hit points, be my guest.
I'll take it.
I will.
Gonna get shot.
Okay, so
Mico
there's
can
one
have
left.
it.
Mico, you
Okay,
get
I'll take it.
3
Yeah.
temporary hit points.
Okay. Did you want so remind me, because I know Davil said that you guys could use one of his people if you wanted. Did you tell him you wanted Ziraj's assistance?
I think
The
we
big
told
man?
him like I'm gonna let him know like when, because we're still deciding that.
Okay.
God.
So that is something to keep in mind, that if you wanted the big man's assistance, that you need to contact Davil. Also, if you want Reynard to be here, you would need to get him as well. But that being said, the day is yours.
Sorry, I had to change my like one spell thing.
I don't think that we need our noble boys. Are we doing the goods delivery plan?
I think that's like the only plan we really have.
It's the only plan that we really have. It's true. And then we're going to try and time that for while they're out of the house?
I don't remember if we said, were we doing that, or were we going at night and we were gonna try to like
We
we were
didn't
gonna do like suggestion on the planning.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I didn't specify day or night because we were going back and forth about it, because night is
That's why
one
we
thing.
got the the disguises to
Yeah.
be like groundskeepers and stuff.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we know Victoro is out most of the day because he's a lucrative businessman and he likes to be active in the community, but we know that Amalia will probably be home.
That scares me. Oh my god, are we really about to do this during the day? That does not seem like a good idea to me, but if that's what people want to do, that's what we can do. We spent so long.
Look, pro and con, okay?
I don't like
pro,
that smart Chel.
Day and night pro con. Day, the pro is Victoro isn't there. The con is it's the middle of the day.
Yeah, like
They
everything
gave
else
us-
is horrible.
They gave us permission
To be
to
there.
bring a cart in with food deliveries.
Yeah.
They gave us permission to walk on their grounds.
And if we're worried about the wife getting in the way, I could always make up some samples, and I could keep her busy while you all go scooping
Just keep feeding.
in
I'm gonna-
in the kitchen.
I feel like
You gonna make her bring
kind of a
around?
heist. I feel like losing our most dexterous can walk up walls person for a heist to distract a woman with pastries is like maybe not the best use of
Hold on, I was actually gonna say that like making some samples of the dishes for her to try was actually a really good idea, though.
What if we like made them really yucky so she had diarrhea and then wasn't in the house?
She's just on the toilet for the whole day.
What
I've been there, honey. Been there.
What
No,
if
purposely
Lady
given her-
Castellanter has a dairy issue and we just stuff her with so much cheese and cream?
She has that issue though. I don't think she will voluntarily eat that.
You're right. And I also didn't like that sentence that I said anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you said that. You said that sentence. You said that sentence.
Like feeding
Yeah.
her little cheeses.
Uh-huh.
Creams. What if we like took? Oh my fucking god.
We have 3 weeks.
Okay, but on the flip side, you can probably gaslight her into eating the cheeses if you say that you would want to make sure that it's the best thing for her children. And just be like, you don't want your children to eat something they wouldn't like you would know, like, eat it.
Yeah, but she's not gonna eat like one pastry and then be like shitting her brains out. That is like we need her to eat the whole tub of cookie dough type situation. Like
I suggest you eat every pastry in.
I suggest you give yourself the shits.
But
This quickly just derailed.
Devolved so quickly.
Oh my god. I think we should go at night.
I mean, we can always go in during the day and then, like, actually do our plan at night because we're allowed on the grounds during the day, so we can set up.
Are we getting the rich boys, our noble boys, to look into the building permits? Because that was the thing that
Yes.
Frey's dad was
Yeah.
like, he was like, that's the only other thing where there might be like original like building, because didn't he find out that there's like, a
So-
temple underneath?
You actually, yeah, you did that. And they found out that there was a temple to, oh god.
The god of
The
nobility.
Oh, so that
Eamor.
Eamorph.
Seamorph. Yeah, there was
yeah.
an old temple to Seamorph underneath of their villa.
Which we are
Um,
thinking has been converted to
That is what you guys talked about
Like
last time.
a super jail.
super jail / Asmodeus shrine.
Well, yeah.
possibly, yeah.
I think
All the above.
so. Okay, so we know from the building permits that is, but there's like we don't have a way in through the sewers, but we
No,
at least
there's
know that
no
that's
way in.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
So
only
I
way
think-
to get there is through the property itself.
Yeah.
I
And even then, you would need to look for a set entrance.
think people expect crimes to happen at night.
I think another thing that we can do, I mean, I don't know how well this is gonna work, but like I could try to get Bramble to get the kids to like act up.
Maybe.
That's true.
Because
Like-
if we know that he's out of the house and then the kids are like just like if they're like the nanny's like I can't find them, Amalia is like is very attentive, like you know she would like get really scared.
The thing is, if we are knocking out the groundskeeper and someone is impersonating him, we need to get evidence to take them down, or else that's like impersonating the servant of a noble and breaking into a noble house, and we're done. So we need to like get something here,
If we
or we
find
need to not be noticed.
if we find good old Vinny in the basement and he's like I was like literally captured and imprisoned in their basement, would that be evidence? Do you think that's evidence?
I mean,
It should
maybe
be.
if they can get him to like say it under a zone of truth. I think what Larry's waiting for is like she needs
Like symbols or
she
like
needs
a physical
something
thing.
she can hold in her hand.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think all right.
His account will help, and also we want to just save his life.
So if we, oh my god, if we want to do this in the daytime, oh my god, it's so bad. It's so scary.
It sounds like you don't want to. Do you want to just wait till nighttime?
I think my main issue with doing it during the daytime is that Victoria's not there, but literally all
Everyone-
of the other servants are like Div.
I'm less
What?
concerned about like the chance of like one really bad person seeing us as I am the chances of like 7 people who work for
Ugh.
really bad people seeing us.
Sir puts down the plate of little sandwiches that he has been stress eating, and he goes, "We're just gonna put it to a vote. No familiars get a vote. No alternate personalities get a vote. Just us 5. Okay? Bramble will literally do whatever you want. It's like getting you 2 votes.
Yeah, he's a simp.
He's
Who
probably just
wants-
sitting at the edge of the table like...
Just,
Not wrong.
we can even close our eyes and we can let God be our witness.
How do we
Then
know
how will
who
we know who
voted?
voted for what?
No, that's a tongue-in-cheek. I'm saying Chel could see who raises their hand.
Oh,
Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. I
No,
gotta
but-
roll, 'cause Kristy is torn.
I know what I'm going to raise my hand for.
Alright,
All
do
right.
it. We'll do the vote.
Okay. Who
I'm not
wants...
closing
wait,
my
I'm
eyes.
not closing my eyes.
I'm doing it as Sir. Sir's closing his eyes because he
Okay.
doesn't really get that that's not conducive.
Right?
Sir closes his eyes. Who wants to do the heist in the daytime?
Okay, cool.
Who wants to do it at night? Okay. There we go. Frey was very excited. I know it sounded like I was gonna go at daytime, but they convinced me otherwise. It would have been 2
Nova
against
was
3
really
anyway.
torn. I had to roll for it, Derek.
Frey's like, oh.
We will do it at night. So what the hell are we doing today?
Like I,
Doing a regular food delivery encasing?
I think
Yeah.
that was my point of view. That I feel like we should still go do the food delivery and actually case what we're looking at here.
yeah,
Get as
because
much information as possible before we attempt anything.
Mico told you about what he saw from the outside, and he knows when the guards basically rotate, which I think is every 1 or 2 hours. 2 hours, I think.
Let me look.
And
Yeah.
he knows that there are like, I think I wrote this in. No, I didn't. 6.
I
6
remember you
guards.
saying it was like every couple hours.
Yeah, and
They like move
yeah.
to a different part. They rotate.
let's see.
I'm looking at my notes. Sorry.
Yeah, we can like put together like we definitely at this point like 4 days ahead have stuff that we could like bring them. So I think if we do that and we just start like prepping things, like
Yep.
we just gotta be careful for little invisible people.
I mean, literally, all we need is something that will convince Lariel, and we've got it because they can't retaliate fast enough. Like Lariel, I feel like Lariel's like hand is like over the button, and she's like, "I need you to like give me something that I
Yeah.
can use."
Like if it was just up to her, she would, but she's bound to the laws, so she has to like follow the laws.
and on paper, this is like the family.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
This is what like several years in the making have like led up to.
Okay.
I mean, we still have to like get the dragons.
Yeah, that
This is
too.
This is just today.
Oh. And then we'll have maybe at least like one giant entity out of our way.
And then we just have to make sure that Davil's guy doesn't screw us.
I mean, it's gonna be like 1-on-5. Like, I get he's an assassin, but like,
No, I don't mean like
oh, like tattling
yeah. I don't
or like
think he
running if we
would.
get caught.
Yeah.
I think we have to just not mention the stone. I think we should just not mention the stone if we're gonna like bring that guy. Although Davil knows about it.
Watch him very closely because I don't know if you guys think he's trustworthy, but I don't know him, and he might just send his guy to like, snatch
So
it.
maybe
gotta-
like maybe like Nova should hold the stone today.
We gotta do this, and then we gotta go to the shard shutters.
Got it.
Like the second that we get Lariel to push the button on this, we've gotta make more moves.
Yeah, we gotta like go. All right, yeah.
I will start packing up samples from the kitchen to bring.
Okay.
I'll pack up some decorations that are like ready.
I'll
It's
not
red shirt,
mess
show me
with
again.
anything.
It's just some like latex balloons that they're not even filled up with helium. It's just like mouth air.
They're just like,
No, they're good balloons. They're like magic balloons.
right, you fill them with like your magic wind.
Yeah.
You hold it against your butt.
Dude.
Your magic wind.
Oh no.
Yeah, we can prep up a shipment to take over there. Oh God.
Spells do I have that could possibly help today?
My favorite thing to do when I'm nervous is look through Sir's like 4 spells and be like, there's gotta be something
Gotta be
here.
something I can do. I got 4 tricks, and that's it.
I got 3 looks.
That's it. Oh God.
Okay. So you
Okay.
can get some samples of the food that you guys are going to be bringing on party day to bring to the Castle Enters home. What exactly is it that you're doing? Are you going to be bringing a cart and going in through the carriage house doors? Are you going to be going to the front doors and just knocking? What is the plan here?
Carriage house doors, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the way to go.
That's where she said we could go.
Because that's where we're expected to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Meet with the groundskeeper.
Keep in mind, I do have sleep if we absolutely need to just put him to
So-
sleep.
Right before you get started, because I wanted to like double check, so you said they're so rich that they're not like that they don't have like a sewer, an entrance to the sewer. Are they still connected to the city sewers, or do they have like a private like reservoir?
They have a private reservoir.
Okay, so there might still be like a drain somewhere that leads into their private.
Let's go in their septic tank.
Let's just crawl through their septic tank. You know, Sir's been waiting to crawl in some poo water again.
Literally.
Anyway, sorry, yeah. Okay.
So you can make your way once you have the treats that you have. Are you bringing anything else on the cart? Like, or are you just like, is it gonna be like you're staging it?
Any supplies that we already had, correct? I think we were bringing that.
Yeah, Tallice, do you want to bring like some of your decorations that you've been getting together so that we can practice in the staging area?
Yeah, sounds good. I got like I bought like 24 masks. I definitely got some like, I feel like because the thing that I was like doing before was kind of like party stuff, I feel like I would have some just random decorations that I can just throw into a box and make Sir carry or whatever. So I do that.
Let's just roleplay staging it in real time and we'll come back in 2 weeks and do the heist.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me look to make sure. So I recently sent you guys, and I can send it again since the most recent thing, the map to the house, so you know what I am talking about as I am talking about it. So the coach house has basically a garage entrance to the street. It's to the easternmost side of the property. So as you pull your cart with your singular, it's probably a donkey or a mule, honestly, to the door. It's like I'd say probably a 10-foot wide door that like slides. Are you just sliding it? Are you going in? How are you doing this?
I think we should just slide it open because they said we could be here, so we should act like we're allowed to be here.
Okay.
The more suspicious we act, the more suspicious they'll be of us.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And we're just like having conversation, like Tallice would be like, all right, so we need to get like these containers, like maybe up into the guest house, like where Amalia said we could store it, but the food we should probably try to get into their kitchen and see if like they want to like do some taste tests. We're like just acting like we're talking about what this shit is.
Okay. So the coach house, so the Castellanters, they own 3 carriages. So there are 3 other carriages that are in this coach house. There are also 6 horses. There are 4 draft horses that are used to pull those carriages, and they also have 2 riding horses. So there are 6 stalls that the horses are kept in that are immaculately clean, especially for like a barn where horses are kept. But you can pull your carriage in. There's nobody currently in the coach house to protest if you were thinking anybody was going to.
Maps and pictures. Can we like maybe like poke around if there are other doors and just be like, hello, is anyone in here?
Yeah. So the main area that you've pulled your cart into, there's kind of an opening in that area that goes south into where the 6 stalls where the horses are kept. And to the west of that southern room, there is a door that leads out into other areas of the coach house. If you go through that door, it's clear that the rest of this coach house is probably where like tack, things of that nature are stored. Tack, bridles, feed, and other necessities for the horses. But there is, you go through that first door, there's another door on the wall to the west, and there's another door south.
Can we open the door to the west?
Door to the west leads to more storage areas. A big room where there's just bales and bales of hay that's being set here. It's about a 15 by 15 foot room with another door to the west there.
They look back at everyone and are like, there's nobody in here to like receive us. Should we just keep going this way?
Well, we said that we were allowed to go to the guest house, so I'm sure that the groundskeeper will see us if we go on the grounds.
Okay. Then we're just gonna look for the door out of.
The door out is the southern door.
Oh, okay.
Which brings you to the grounds themselves. The house is surrounded by a very well manicured lawn, and there is a cobblestone path that leads from the coach house where you guys just came to kind of a central like garden area, and then that garden area has like cobblestone pathways that's moving through it, and then that cobblestone pathway kind of moves and snakes around to the front entrance of the home, as well as to the front entrance of the guest house. When you come out of the southern door and onto the grounds, the guest house is there immediately to your right, and the villa is directly in front of you.
All right, so by the time that we come out here, then, is there someone that sees us or someone that we see?
There are multiple people that are working in the multiple people that are working in the garden. And you come out of the coach house, and one of them kind of turns to look at you and then shouts for someone. And then that person that they shout for kind of comes around the side of the house towards the south there. This person is far more well-dressed than any of the other individuals that you're seeing working in the garden, because the people working in the garden are wearing clothes that are appropriate for the job that they're doing. The person that kind of comes around is an older man. He's got a very well-tended to beard that kind of comes to a point and then continues in a smaller braid. He's a very tall human. He's got long gray hair that he's got pulled and slicked back and pulled into a bun kind of at the base of his skull. very clearly has used some kind of product to keep all of those hairs in place. He's very meticulous about his appearance. And he is wearing, I would say, it's definitely not like a suit and tie sort of situation, but if I had to call it anything, it would be like business casual. Comes around the house, and then the person who shouted for him kind of turns and points at you guys, and he kind of cranes his neck a bit, and he begins to approach you.
I'm taking very good note at the chance that this is some kind of like groundskeeper or staff of like this person's like gate, and I want to the whole time that they're talking like listen to the way that they talk in case this is the person that I need to be like pretending to be later. I'm like keeping a beat on their mannerisms.
Roll me because you have a feat, correct, that allows
I don't have that feat, no.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a charisma-based insight check with proficiency?
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy.
19.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Would have been a 13 if it was a charisma based of a +1.
He's kind of walking. His walk is almost a glide in the way that he moves. He's very graceful in the way that he carries himself, and his hands are like behind his back as he's walking towards you. His fingers, he's not like clasping hand, but he's like holding his fingers behind his back to keep his hands where they are. And he approaches you, stops probably about 5 to 10 feet away. Yes, may I help you?
Hi, we are the group from the Three of Cups. We're going to be handling the party planning and execution of the twins' birthday party. And with the date being moved up, Amalia said that we were welcome to drop off some supplies and store them in your guest house or wherever.
Absolutely. Yes, I have been informed of your arrival at some point in the next couple of days. Would you like assistance in carrying any of your crates or boxes into the guest house? Or do you have it handled?
If you could show us where you'd like us to... Oh, sir, did you have something?
No, I was just saying, I mean, I can help carry, but what you were saying, yes.
Yes, could you show us where the best place to store it would be?
Yes, follow me. And he leads you to that guest house that you saw to the right. He doesn't walk across the lawn. He very intentionally follows that cobblestone path. So he like moves across that curved path and then kind of curves back around, and pulls out a ring of keys from his pocket. It's not like
if you had keys.
It's not like an obnoxious like ring of keys, like the like comical like lifting the keys that's got like 500 keys on it. It's got maybe a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half on them. And he picks one and goes to unlock the door to the guest house. Which brings you into CG1, that room that's right there. It enters immediately into a mudroom. So there's like shelving on the walls for things to be stored, coat racks, mats for shoes. And he does indeed take off his shoes. And then unlocks the next door again into the home, which brings you into a dining room. The room itself is it's a rectangular room, and the house itself is rectangular. And it's 20 feet by like 50 or so. 10, 15, 20, 20.
Like 45?
45, yeah, 45 feet. And it's a big dining room. So it's furnished with 2 dining tables, each of which is surrounded by 6 chairs. It's very... the house is it's decorated very cozy. It's kind of got like lots of earth tones. The walls are kind of painted darker colors with very dark, rich brown and like brownish red woods. And he kind of points off, says the door over here, and he points to the door leading into CG4. So as you come into the room, there's a door on the north wall. There's a door immediately to your right, and then to the left a bit further on the very far end of the wall. The door at the far left. That's the kitchen. If you'd like to use anything in there. This room here is a sitting room. If you'd like to use that, there's going to be armchairs in there. There's an upright piano. The room next to it here in the middle, that's the parlor. There's a billiard table, a card table. And then there are bedrooms upstairs.
Wonderful.
There's also an attic if you would like to use that as well, where there are additional bedrooms.
It's a very nice home.
Is there a wine cellar or a cooler room where we could keep wine?
If you'd like to keep wine, that would need to be in the main house. There is not a wine cellar here in the guest home.
All right, because I know that there was a request for Elverquist, so.
Have you brought any of that with you today?
Do you guys think we would have brought like just our like dry goods, or do you think maybe we have some wine?
I mean, I feel like wine is like an easy thing to like. It's not like gonna spoil.
Yeah.
And with us knowing that we need to go to the cellar, like it would make sense for us to bring it. But I think we were also like had the sillies because we were nervous.
Yes, we have some on the cart.
When you get to a point in which you'd like to store the wine, do fetch me. You can grab any of the staff on the grounds, and they will be able to come and find me, and I will escort you down there.
What was your name so we know who to ask them to summon? We didn't quite catch that at the beginning.
Henry.
Henry. Nice to meet you, Henry, and thank you for all of your hard work, and I will give him a platinum.
Oh, that is not necessary. Thank you, though.
I will keep my platinum then.
Okay, but you know when someone says a platinum isn't necessary, right? It's like, Henry, have you worked for the family for a considerable time?
I have been working with the Castellanti family for many years, and my family has been working for the Castellanti family for many generations.
Oh my goodness! So pretty much your whole life.
Yes, this is a job that is you are born into.
That makes sense.
Very impressive.
Well,
Did Amalia tell us that this was the groundskeeper's name? Did she tell us that Henry was the groundskeeper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the groundskeeper.
Okay.
There's the groundskeeper, and then there's the captain of the guard, is like what seemed like the two sort of people with authority below the family themselves. I think the groundskeeper and stuff deals with like most of the servants, and then obviously their captain of the guard deals with their guards.
Just because of like the rush nature of everything, we've had to have all of our vendors put in rush orders. If we needed to drop things off at like strange times, like will there be someone, can we like ask the guards outside of the house to summon you for us?
You could do that, or the guards also have keys to the guest home. They could let you in.
Great.
Okay.
And I will keep it unlocked during the day while you're here, but just do know that it will be locked at night. So if you do come at night, then
We need someone to...
Exactly.
Alright. And I noticed, walk along the paths.
Yes, do not step onto the grounds. The lawn is very much a pride of the Castellanti family, so do treat it as if it is your own pride.
Of course.
I'm here, by the way. I just spilled something on the ground.
No, you're good.
I'm cleaning it up.
I think we could start moving things in here, and then you said we can just get someone for you for the wine?
Yes, just whenever you're ready to bring the wine downstairs, just come fetch me. The Castellanti family, they're very particular about who they allow into their wine cellar, and it is There are quite a few vintages down there of considerable value, so I know very much that they would prefer that you are supervised
We
when
are,
you
we
are
are
down there.
no strangers to people who are very protective of their wine cellars. We've had a good relationship with the snow beetles.
Do you
They are
know?
much the same. Yes.
We've actually been into their private reserve cellar to taste
That
some
is-
of their wine.
That is quite an honor for the snow beetles.
We may be speaking with them to see if we can get. We don't have any right now, but we might be able to get some added in for the party. We're rushed. We're talking to people left and right. So, ladies, gentlemen, are we set to sort of start unpacking the cart?
Yes. Now, sir, make sure that you grab the really big heavy box first. I'm not picking that up, but I'll show you where to walk so that you don't step on any grass. You can follow me.
All right, thank you. Can we just leave? Can we just leave the door to the mudroom open so that we can just walk it in easy?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Henry.
You're very welcome. Just fetch me if you need anything.
All right.
Can I have
I
Bramble
was
follow
going to
me?
ask. Ooh, yeah. He's invisible.
Yeah. I think
So-
maybe I want to know where he's gonna go.
Yeah, well, and he has keys. I'm guessing he has keys because you said it was like about 12.
Yeah, maybe like 12 and a half or so.
God, so many keys.
Yeah, well, because I'm thinking the guest house, the coach or the coach house,
Mm-hmm.
the
Main house.
the main house door. There's probably other keys. There's probably a key for Victor's study.
There's
There's
the servant's entrance door to the house.
There's the servant's entrance door, which would have a different key. There are bedrooms. The wine cellar. So I'm gonna assume with 12 keys that he probably can get anywhere on the grounds, save perhaps maybe like a very, very private space. But if he's been working with the family for generations,
Yeah.
I think he's trusted. I don't know if he's trusted enough that like he knows about like devil worship stuff, but I think that he probably has keys to everything.
Try to find out. I can have Bramble poke him.
Oh, the Heart Seeker. But won't
heart
he
sight thing, yeah.
Won't he notice that?
Maybe.
The poke from an invisible creature. It could be a
Like
gnat.
Want to try and swipe his keys?
Not right
No,
now.
not right now. But I'm making note of what people probably have. So he said that the guards have keys to the guest house. I'm assuming that the guards at least have key. Any guard would have a key to the
house.
guest house and the main house to get in and out of the building. And then the captain of the guard and the housekeeper probably have keys to like upstairs rooms because a regular guard wouldn't be trusted with that. But yeah, we start moving boxes, of course.
Okay.
Talking if this needed to happen in character, obviously like over our earrings or when we're in the guest house. Does he? So he goes about and just continues on with other work he has to do, or does he stay and like observe us?
He does not stay and observe you, though there are staff in the grounds that can
Oh.
observe you.
Mhm.
They're not necessarily like watching you, but you're humans that are working, or you people that are working around them. So, but he does not observe you. He's been told by Amalia that you guys are allowed to be here, so he goes about his day.
I'm gonna have Bramble
Unless
follow
you guys
him.
need anything. Okay.
I just want to see where he goes.
He walks around the grounds, makes sure that the staff is doing okay. He goes into the home a couple of times. He's basically a supervisor for the staff and making sure that he is called the groundskeeper, but grounds it basically means he's the keeper of the home.
Mhm.
It's his job to hire staff, make sure staff get their breaks, make sure that the staff are doing well if they need anything, or to delegate jobs. So that's kind of what he is doing throughout the day, is moving around in the house and talking with people, checking in on them, delegating tasks, things like that.
I'll just tell my friends over our earrings. You guys, well, really, it's just frickin' Frey and Mico. So I'll say to Frey and Mico.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, you guys are gonna be like, hi, as soon as I say this. I will tell my friends, just say the word and I can have Bramble try to, like, figure out if he's a good guy or not.
I mean,
What's
go
the
for it.
word?
Just to, like, say whether you want me to do that or not.
Well, I didn't know if you all had like a special code word.
Yeah, like, I don't know. The dove flies at midnight or something weird like
That's
that.
a good one! That's a good one, yeah, that'll be it. Just say that. The dove flies at midnight.
Just do it. We don't want to be too conspicuous, I guess.
Okay. Oh my god, I have Bramble poke. I'll wait for Henry to get somewhere where he's like kind of like alone or like maybe standing still, and then Bramble will go and poke him.
Is there a save for this?
Yes, and it uses my spell save DC now. So that is a DC 15, and the save is a charisma save.
He rolled a 2 plus like 3, so.
So the sprite touches a creature and magically knows its current emotional state, and its alignment. Celestials, fiends, and undead automatically fail.
He's not a celestial fiend or undead.
Dang it.
Oh, that's good. He's just a dude.
And it tells you his alignment, you said?
His alignment and his current emotional state.
His current emotional state, I would say content. Like,
Okay.
he's not
He's
super
vibing.
happy, he's not super angry, sad. He's just kind of vibing, going about his day. Alignment.
He's in that work
Or-
dissociative state where you're just
Yeah.
like, I'm not an emotional being, I am robot.
Alignment. That's hard. Neutral evil.
Ooh, that's an interesting alignment.
He's aware of what goes on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just says, "That's not my business. He's my boss."
That makes sense.
He's like, I'm getting
Okay.
paid, so I don't care.
Oh,
Okay, Bramble.
God. Yeah. So he probably knows there's someone in the basement.
He probably
he's like,
helped get
"That's
them
not
down
my-"
there.
And
He
he's like,
probably unlocked the door.
"That's not my business."
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It makes sense for him to be like that if he has literally all the keys to like almost anywhere in the house for him to like know and not care.
So they trust him,
Oh my god.
which means if you become him, because you'll get his keys. If he is aware of what happens here and they're okay with that, you can go anywhere.
Getting his keys is gonna be hard though.
I mean, we're gonna knock him out.
Another option would be we could call him back. I can knock him out. We take his keys and then you turn into him. We could just do this right now.
I don't. If we do, because he will know he's been knocked out.
Well, yeah, but if we go in now, we just we have him. Because like if at night he's gonna be asleep, so we won't necessarily have access to him.
Right.
He said the
because
guards
he said send a guard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tallice, he's
So-
right. I mean, it's true. Yeah, he can't be awake 24/7.
Oh fuck.
If we want to use him, we would have to do that now.
We're setting the table. We're setting the table in the guest house. Because the thing is, he said he would escort us to the wine cellar.
You're knocking him out in the wine cellar?
No, we call him in here, knock him out in here, tie him up.
No. I think servants could find him here, but the wine cellar, he would personally escort us. I think knock him out there.
Knock him out there. Okay.
Yeah.
And he did just talk about how they don't allow a lot of people in the wine cellar.
Also, it's gonna be 5 going in and 4 coming out.
One of us stays here one of us stays here. No, wait, because then it's always one less.
Well, I think it would be fees. I don't
Wait
see
a
why we
minute.
couldn't wake him up.
What about you said you took major image, right?
I could make myself walk out.
That you can use a major image to make it so that when 5 go in, 5 come out.
I could do that. Oh God, you guys are gonna leave me.
We could do that.
What is your ability that allows you? Are you just disguising self? How are you doing?
Yeah,
that?
I would have to do disguise self. I would have my
Which
Eldritch
isn't
invocation.
concentration.
Yeah, both
No,
of
it's
them
not. It's not.
No, I said it isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Keep in
other
mind,
option.
We do have a hat of disguise, don't we?
No, we have disguise. I
the
can't
ring.
put you guys in a disguise kit if I'm impersonating this man,
Got
The
it.
What I
ring
was-
only turns us into that one.
that girl,
woman.
which Nova's
Yeah.
gonna do the ring.
Yeah.
What I
What's
was
up, Dylan?
um, what I was gonna say is we could make the same amount of people come out if Mico went in someone's pocket as an animal and then came out looking like one of us, you know, and then that's still someone else. You get what I mean? Because then the amount of people, because then he comes out of the pocket, there's an extra person that we can change up.
And we're gonna just leave this guy
Tie
in
him
the
up
wine
in
cellar.
the cellar, yeah. We have to find our
all day long.
evidence. Yes.
No,
Until we find the
Yes!
evidence.
we need this. I mean, the idea is that we leave when we do the heist within an hour before our major spells wear off, because I've got a disguise self scroll as well. We find evidence and we do this,
Chel is
and we
straight
take it
vibing right
directly
now.
to Lario.
Phil's got nachos.
I've had my Chipotle. I'm good.
Because when we tie him up, we need to make sure that he doesn't have like a ring or something that lets him cast a message spell.
The more time we leave loose threads open, the more time there is for us to get caught. Well,
Kristy?
Kristy.
I do have a modify memory spell scroll. I would need to roll for it, but I do have that as a potential Hail Mary.
That is
We
true.
could always do that on them too afterwards if we don't find something.
Right.
Right, because you can
There's
you
no
can
guar-
rewrite them.
There's
You
no
can rewrite
guarantee.
the memory where we knock him out.
Yeah, there's no guarantee, but there is the potential for we get out with our
And-
asses.
And you can actually. Oh no, you. I was gonna say, because you're the one that gives guidance, because guidance can be used on that because ability check, but their guidance is concentration, so you can't.
Yeah, and you
Guide
have to spend a minute talking for like the spell, so it wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I know we were going to go. We voted to go at night, but with the change that he might just not be available, and we'd just be dealing with a regular guard.
Mm.
And he's giving us I'll escort you to the wine cellar, the very, very private wine cellar that no one is allowed to go into.
I mean, I'm
I wish I
willing to
wasn't so
risk it.
nauseous, and I would be so on board with this. I am so torn right now.
I'm willing to risk it because it feels like it's perfect. Because
It
like if
does
he's
feel
not,
a little like on a platter, doesn't it?
Can
yeah,
you see? Should I have Bramble like case the house real quick, see who's in the house like from
Yeah.
like the major players?
That's
Because
a good
because
call.
I really Bramble has been spending. He literally was with these kids for so long. Like I really think that if he was like, hey, like let's go like light
Yes,
something
Bramble.
on fire, they would do it.
Can't Bramble knock someone out?
Yes,
Can he?
it's a DC 15 though. Yeah, he can.
That's not bad. DC 15 is not bad.
I mean,
They have
what
to
we-
fail by 5 or lower though. To
Oh.
fall
okay, so
asleep.
he has to roll a 10 or lower. I mean, he's an old man. From what we can tell, he's literally a regular old man. It's not impossible.
He's like trained in the butler arts. Have you never seen an anime with a
Yeah,
butler in it?
The Black
kidding
Butler
me?
anime. This man does
Well,
not
that's
fuck
true.
around.
This is
Every single
this is
butler
an
in
anime butler.
This is
That's
literally
true.
the Black
I
Butler.
do have a butler NPC who's like a very skilled swordsman.
This is a Black Butler situation. I'm guaranteeing it.
This is a butler old man.
If we're all down there, we can knock him out. He is still just a guy.
Yes, I have no doubt that I can knock him out.
And he's evil.
I know.
he is evil.
That helps.
All right.
He knows what goes on
Victoria,
here,
send
and he
Bramble
allows
out.
it to happen.
Give,
Yeah.
like, as we're, like, moving boxes, get Bramble to case the areas while we're literally setting up.
Yeah, so like after Bramble does his little heart sight and is like, oh shit,
Oh,
and then
shit.
on the next 6-second round goes invisible again and communicates all of that to me, I will go in the earring and be like, yeah, so that guy is evil. And I'll like look at Nova and I'm like, Nova, do you have a headache? Are you feeling alright?
What'd you pick up?
Dude's super evil.
Oh, lovely.
I'm gonna have
They're
Bramble
still
look
just
around.
moving boxes because
Yeah.
he's not on either of those. So he's like,
He's not on the group call.
I will update Ace in a second. Like, evil?
Yeah, like, kind of like the evil that, like, just doesn't really care about, like, he just kind of, like, does what he wants evil, but not, like, yeah, I don't know, just evil. He's evil.
Okay. Hey, Ace, just a heads up. That butler's
hey,
pretty evil.
What are you
According
ta-
to Tallice and Bramble.
oh, okay, wait, hold on. I mean, I know that I don't pick up things super easily, but he seemed really nice.
Yeah, he's nice, but he's evil.
You can be nice and evil?
Apparently.
Of course you can be nice and evil. What am I saying? I've met most of the evil people I've met are very nice. So what do we do? Does that change anything? What does that mean? Is he double?
I don't think so. I think Tallice would have told me if that was the case. Let me check. Tallice,
Would
he's not a devil, right?
No, if he was, like, a devil, or, like, an angel, or if he was, like, a zombie, then, like, he wouldn't have even been able to resist Bramble's superior penetration of his mind.
As
not a
she's
devil.
saying superior penetration, immediately switches back to Ace. Definitely not a devil. Bramble would have picked up on that immediately.
Well, he did say that he would escort us to the wine cellar. I wanted to take I was hoping to get a glance in there anyway to see if that's disconnected from the regular basement or not. Probably is.
Probably is.
But especially if it's very protected, in which case it might be isolated.
This is something Nova's gonna say, because this is something I'm thinking out of character. If we went the route of potentially cornering and tying him up in the cellar, can we all fit down there? Like, how big is their cellar? Like,
they have like 6
probably
carriages
big.
in their they have 6 carriages
That's
in their carriage
true.
house. They probably can fit a
is he
couple
gonna
people
be
in the
cool
wine
with
cellar.
all of us going down though, or is he gonna be like, well, nah, I can't watch all your hands?
The way she said
I
that.
think you'd be okay with us all going down there, right?
I
So we
he's-
all know where it is if we need to get it for the party.
Nah, homie. Can't watch all them hands.
I can't watch
Can't
all
watch
your hands.
all your hands! Sounds like a porno line.
Well, I mean,
Not,
he's
then people can stay outside. Well,
I mean, I'm quite sure he's assuming it's literally a go in, put a box down, and leave. I know we had like a whole vote, but is Frey getting his wish?
He might be.
I don't want to enable him. He doesn't deserve it, but I guess we're doing this. This is horrible. This is so bad.
Can Bramble
Well,
double check
times.
who's in this house aside from evil butler? Henry.
You hung up on me, but yes. You can.
I can't think everyone at once. I'm sorry.
As soon as I could tell as soon as I said the word penetration, you just, like, hung up on me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have hung up on you.
Bramble can do that, and I'll go into my shared headspace with Bramble and ask him to go see, like, which of the castle lanterns are in the house.
I love how we all psychic hop
If he
from one
can
brain
find
to
that.
another.
He will tell you that Victoria left a while ago.
Okay.
and that Amalia and the 2 kids are here.
Do we want the kids to cause a distraction or something?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I can have him do that.
Keep Amalia busy. I think that would be a good idea.
He tells you that, but he says, "I need to go. Do you want me to? Do you want me to? I know for sure that those are the Castellantres that are here because I saw Victoria leave like an hour ago. But do you want me to find where all of them are exactly in the house, or do you want me to just like leave it there?
Yeah, can you just like take a quick pass and find where Amalia is, and then wherever the kids are, you can just hang out with them?
You got it. And he'll be gone for a second.
Oh God.
This is fine.
This is fine.
You know, I mean, we were going to. The plan was to knock this guy out anyway, no matter what.
Yeah.
What is doing it a little bit sooner?
They have someone who we got captured in their basement, and possibly also my brother.
Oh yeah, shit.
I don't think Sir mentioned that part.
So
No.
hasn't mentioned any of that.
Any
I
of us,
know.
except Mico knows.
Well, because you all sort of, as evidenced by how we are out of character, have enough to worry about, besides the fact that maybe my brother is also here.
Yeah. Oh my God, I guess we're doing this.
We're doing it. No, we're doing. I can literally mage armor, and I can summon my sword from anywhere if it gets real bad. But
I just want to pause it for like 2 seconds. So we ordered meat Chipotle for delivery.
Okay.
And it got marked as delivered. And when Eli went out there to look, it was gone. It wasn't there. And then he checked like the neighbor's house, and it wasn't there. So he wrote in, got a refund, and then he just reordered it. And then it got dropped off. And then he got a notification that another driver was approaching. I have 2 orders of Chipotle now.
blessing.
Amazing.
I haven't even eaten my burrito.
Now
Hey, you
have
got
more.
dinner for. You got 4th meal.
I literally have like food for the next like 3 days. Anyway, I just thought that was
Nice.
really funny.
I love when that happens.
Yeah. Anyway, so Bramble will come back onto your little connection. So Transy and Elzarina are in the library, reading. They are studying, doing homework, I guess. I can't find Amalia.
Uh-oh.
All right. Yeah.
She'll come out of wherever she is if the kids are in. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look at all the. She'll just
You
keep
know-
letting burritos apparate and.
You know, if you know why she might not, though?
She's in the basement.
She's down in the murder
She's-
basement
that's
and
what I just
not
said, she's in the
anywhere
murder-
nearby.
She's drinking blood somewhere in the basement.
It's Carvin.
Wait,
She's
why would
carving
she
on my
be?
brother.
She probably wouldn't be drinking blood. I don't know why you would do that.
Oh right, I'm sorry. That was a little bit discriminatory of me. I'm sorry, Frey. She's probably down there like playing with someone's entrails.
Trust me, if she was someone that drank blood, she'd probably already be dead. But
With your father, you are not wrong there.
Okay, yeah, I'll communicate that.
We just turn her into a vampire and let Frey's dad deal with it.
It's a really long workaround, but like honestly, I like it. I
We
will
do it in like
message-
4 days.
I'll message Nova and be like, yeah, so Amalia's not around, which makes me think she might be in the basement. Should I try to get the kids to like run off? Or do something?
Might be a good idea. Trying to see if
Okay.
we can pull her out.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Bramble when they're like governess, because don't they have a governess like lady, like a teacher?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna have Bramble like invisibly like go up to the kids and say hi to them. And that, oh my God, they're freaking in their lessons right now, y'all. What the? Am
I
I?
didn't say
literally-
they were in their lessons. He just said they were studying. They're
Oh,
just
they're
reading in the library.
Okay, so they're like sitting in different places. Okay, so he's gonna tell the kids that they are going. They're gonna try to go to. He's gonna try to take them to see all the fairies. This is like, this is so messed up. But they have to be really quiet and they have to sneak away from their like handler because she's really boring and mean and annoying. And they're gonna sneak out and they have to go like hide in the bushes.
Roll me a persuasion check for Bramble.
Oh my god, Bramble, you better be fucking persuasive, dude. He's not super persuasive. He does not have a modifier. Alright, Bramble, green dice. It's not a natural 1. But it's a 2.
It's not a natural
Do
1.
you want to use the inspiration?
Do we want to use it this early?
Is this necessary? I don't know.
I mean, we don't know where Amalia is, and I feel like that means that she's probably...
If we catch her in the act, though, that's more evidence against her.
But
It's still
she could
just
also
our
probably,
word.
like...
Well, I know.
Yeah. She could probably, like, super kill us.
Nah.
We
I
just
got it.
pulled the like, oh, is this not the bathroom? Your house is so
Yeah.
big.
Mhm.
Inspection crew! We're from the zoning board.
Yeah, we're building inspectors. It works every time.
Oh my god.
I would say you don't need to use the inspiration for this.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I think we should save it, because I feel like there's gonna be something else that's... If this is how we're starting, we're gonna need it more later.
The inspiration may be needed for a modified memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, save it for that, Jesus. Okay, no.
So they say that they got in trouble yesterday for trying to sneak away. She's got a really close eye on them, and they're really nervous to try and do that again.
Good try, Bramble. Why don't you make your way back to where I am then? Because I think
Okay.
we might need you wherever we're going.
What are you talking about? We've got Hickory on the king.
Make his way.
I wanted to say, with a combination of Hickory and my mage hand, I can open doors from the other side, without having to worry too much about lockpicks and keys.
Yeah.
Do the little combo.
Yeah, we can do that. I have my thieves tools with me. But
Oh yeah, like don't we all? Don't we all just keep them with us? I do. It's a
I don't
Alright.
have any.
alright,
We got
yeah.
them a long
So
time
are-
ago. There was some
I'm pretty
Kenku,
sure
they
they're
stabbed me in the thigh.
Yeah, they're
Are we-
they're in the bag of holding.
Are we doing this? Because
Yeah.
Amalia's unaccounted for.
Yes.
We gotta.
Okay.
Let's go get escorted to the wine cellar.
Yes.
Yoga settler coming this fall.
Yeah, we'll
And then we'll just take one of the bottles. I might finally get to use Tavern Brawler. Sorry.
Yeah, we could just use our fists. I don't understand why we'd use a bottle.
Hard.
My fists are all hard. So should yours
Okay.
be.
They are pretty hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had
We-
mine, now it's gone. Keep going.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
It's okay, no. It's fine.
Tallice. Do you think you can beat him?
Oh yeah.
Alright, then that's... Do I need to... and the rest of us are going to be us, or are we going to, in the house, like, become gods and things?
Well, I have my disguise kit, but that takes time.
Okay. Okay. If
I think
if
we
some-
just act like he is giving us a tour around the building if we run into anybody.
Do we need Devil's Man as a backup? I could send a message.
Oh yeah, shit. The fucking big man!
I think
Or do we just,
I think
do we just do this?
I think Big Man is a good thing to have in our back pocket. He is a great infiltrator, but he's also an assassin.
Okay.
I mean, we already got one assassin friend taking care of something, but why not have two?
This is
Okay, that's not a backup.
We would like. Could someone please go get Henry for us? We have some wine that we need to bring to the wine cellar.
If you ask somebody to fetch Henry, they will, and he will return. Still carrying himself very gracefully. I hear you're ready to be escorted.
certainly.
All right then. Why don't you all follow me? Do you need any help carrying crates, or are you all good?
I think we're fine.
I think we're
Okay.
good.
He will walk you around the house towards the garden entrance, which is like the southwestern door that leads into C2. This door is another mudroom. Much, much dirtier than the one before, because it's like the garden mudroom that's intended for like people coming in after they've been working in the garden. So there's dirt everywhere and old work boots and stuff like that. But he leads you into C1. So through the northeastern door there. Moving into that area, this is an entrance hall. So the door as you move into C1, the door that is southeastern in C1, that is like the main door of the house that leads out into the street. And then there is also a door on the west wall that leads somewhere. There is a very large, very magnificent, clearly expensive harpsichord that is sitting in this hall. There is a crimson carpet that runs down the hall toward an open door, which is the northernmost door in this room, to a foyer. There is a crystal chandelier hanging above your heads that is reflecting light off more than 36 of those symbols to Siamorph that you guys had, that I think Tallice had seen before, that are perched on like wall shelves. There's a ton of them. Each is basically in the form of like a silver chalice that has a golden sun etched into the outside. He leads you through that open door to the north to C5, which is the foyer. There are 2 guards for House Castellanter that are stationed in this marble-floored foyer. And there are 7 different exits from this foyer. There is a door to the entrance hall where you guys just came from. There is an open archway that leads into a spacious dining room that you can see in C9. So it's like straight ahead of you as you guys come in. There are 3 unmarked doors on the east wall. So leading into C7, C8, and C12. I'm sorry, C6, C7, and C8. There is a very grand staircase in this room that goes up, and underneath these stairs, like to the immediate left of you as you come in, there is a very unassuming door. He opens the door to the that is underneath the stairs. That is that smaller door.
Oh, the music changed.
Okay.
He will step down the stairs in front of you.
Quick
go ahead.
question while we go down. Are there servants in this area that see us go down there with him?
Not in the foyer.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
No, you're good. So the cellar that he leads you down to is C26. It's on the map I sent you. It's the little area that's in the bottom.
God.
It is extremely cold down here. Unsettlingly so.
Mhm.
It is very clean as far as cellars go. There's no cobwebs. There's no dust. It contains a lot of spare furniture that's like covered in like sheets. A laundry tub in lots of chunks.
Is there anyone else down here other than us?
No.
Oh God!
He goes straight down the stairs and turns right, moving to C28. C28 is the wine cellar. The east wall of this room is lined with 30 casks of wine. There's a lot of wine in here. The northern and southern walls have shelves that have inserts in them that allow bottles of wine to sit nestled in like a curve. Roll a perception check. All of you.
Oh man, we should have. Someone should have brought a silent spell so we could knock him out silently.
Natural 20
7
for 28.
Oh,
Yo,
God.
also
There it
natural
is.
20 for 28.
It's my monkey die!
I rolled really high for Sir. It was an 18, so 16. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
You did it!
Me and Nova with the
Did you say
natural
7,
20s.
Tallice?
Yeah, yes. Oh, like just 7, like 3 plus 4.
But yeah, that's why I
25.
stopped. That's why I stopped in the middle of my sentence, because I saw the natural 20 and I was like,
And
oh.
we're like, "Ah!"
So, everybody except Tallice, as you come into this area, there's a draft. Like there's like a very faint draft of like cold air that you can feel.
Okay. I know what that means.
But
Good.
he comes in and you may store them here.
Is there
One
like a
just-
certain? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say sorry. Like, do you want us to put just the boxes down? Do you want us to use the racks?
Do you need the racks?
Well, it's Requisite. I mean, it would probably be best to store it on the racks.
On the northern wall, there at the bottom, like left-hand corner of the shelves, there is some empty space that he will say you can use.
Perfect.
Oh God!
I just look over at Sir, and then like look over at everybody else, and like just look for any signal to go.
Thanks.
Do it.
Oh god.
Do it.
He has moved, so he's kind of standing in the like southern area of the room, so that you guys are kind of up at the top near that hallway, and he's kind of in the southern area, and he's just watching.
You
He's
want
doing that because he doesn't want us to go to the southern wall.
Do you?
Yeah, I was about to say, is he standing where the draft is coming from? Or
That sort of area. I mean, yeah. If you go to the bottom wall of C28 and move up 3 rows, he's standing kind of in the middle of the 2 squares.
okay. Well, he's not gonna
Like
be
just
standing in
below
a couple
C28.
seconds.
Sir is carrying one of the crates, which I think is would be obvious. So he's going to start moving towards the north end, and he's going to kind of like not roll his foot, but he's like moving like weirdly with one of his boots, and he goes, "Ah, I think I got a bramble in my boot."
I am going. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna walk up behind Henry.
Okay,
I'm trying
If
to
I
go for
hear-
the quiet one first.
So
If
you
I-
say
I'm
you're
quiet.
gonna walk up behind Henry. You need to move through the room and then around him to the back. He's gonna watch you do every minute of that.
No. Then I'd come up beside him. It just look like I'm just standing there while I hear this.
Okay.
Just watch also.
if I hear Sir say Bramble, I'm gonna have Bramble make a short bow attack against him.
Okay.
He's invisible.
And he gets like, let me see the specific thing, because he gets like special stuff now that he's like a special boy.
Because if this works, it's a quiet. He just goes to
Yeah,
sleep.
his weapon attacks are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance. So this will be my saving throw for the poison. God, y'all, this is about to be real dumb.
So you have to
Okay.
hit him with the short bow, but you have advantage because he's invisible.
Yep.
Okay.
You can do it.
Okay. The first one was a 9, but the second one's a natural 19. And that's a +6 to hit, so that's a 25.
Yes, a 25 does hit.
holding
Bramble
my
is no
action.
longer invisible.
He takes 1 piercing damage, and he has to make a DC 15 con save. And the number that he rolls matters, because if he fails by 5, if he gets like a 10 or lower, he goes unconscious.
Roll the 10.
Ah!
That's 5 or lower!
Oh, no, wait, if the okay, hold on, actually, I'm sorry. That's not right. If its saving throw result is 5 or lower, it falls
the 10.
unconscious.
Is not 5 or lower
No,
than the save.
Yeah,
It has to be
It just
5.
says if its saving throw result is 5 or lower. So
he
I think
has been poisoned.
yeah, he's poisoned, but he's not unconscious.
Okay, what now?
Can I?
It's-
Can I
do
use?
we notice that it happened?
I mean, yeah, this little fairy
it's a little arrow.
Go ahead, Noah.
Oh. Well, I was.
It's
okay.
yeah. You said you held an action.
I did. Okay, I'm gonna try and cast sleep on him.
What level are
D8s.
you casting it at?
Good question.
Because that affects the dice pool you get.
I'm also right next to him.
Oh,
Probably just first level then.
it's gonna take
You
from
might-
Frey.
You might.
Gonna take
It's gonna
from Frey's
take
hit
from Frey
points.
first.
Frey's directly
Well,
next to
I mean,
him.
I have 34, so if he has lower than 34 HP, it takes from him first. Doesn't it? It goes lowest to highest
Right?
for sleep.
We
I'm
don't know
pretty
what his
sure
hit
it's-
points are.
Yeah, I don't know what his.
Well, I
Yeah.
know, but that's what I'm saying. If he's lower
Okay,
than 34,
okay.
it goes from him. But
Okay.
at a first level, you can't get 34 anyway, so I would go to sleep.
Yeah.
that's
So
true.
we'll just.
Yeah.
We try everything and he just doesn't go unconscious.
I know,
and it's
right?
like, what?
He's an anime butler.
Yeah, he's literally an anime butler. I
I mean, the last
I
thing
didn't
he'll remember.
specify, so I guess first level.
Hopefully, maybe the last thing he'll remember is just feeling like, I don't know. You know, he might not even remember Nova casting the spell. Who knows? Heist is on.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
It's not bad. This is basically what the plan was anyway. This is what the plan was.
Yes.
This is like when we were in the submarine and you were like, I don't want to do it, and all the rest of us were like, I want to do it.
But we were going to, like, the original plan was knock him out in the carriage house.
33.
And you said Frey is 32?
I've got 34 HP.
34. Okay, hold on.
Oh god.
Please just be a regular dude.
He has
No,
like
he's
40.
an anime butler.
Please don't be an anime butler.
He's literally an anime butler.
He's an anime butler.
Give me an anime butler shell.
He's gonna like whip out a bunch of knives.
I'm dead.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just dead.
This is so stupid. He's an anime butler.
I'm assuming you chose a point that didn't include anybody but
But
Frey
I was
and
yeah,
him.
I was focusing on him, and Nova knows how sleep works, so she knows she's unavoidable.
Yeah, because he did. Yeah, because we were moving to the north end, and he said he was standing at the south end. The only person that may be close is Frey.
neither Frey nor him fall asleep.
Oh god!
Uh-huh.
I start punching him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say with the held action, that's fine. But before you start punching him, please roll initiative.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
valid.
god. Alright, let me get battle music on. That was like literally watching a
Oh,
train wreck in
God.
slow motion.
Look, we're
I'm
only
going
level
first.
5, okay? We're only level 5. We haven't.
Oh,
Just
boy.
you almost put me to sleep.
Oops.
I did almost
Bravo.
put you to sleep with first level. It's a good thing I didn't go higher.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a 7 for me.
Except if you put Frey to sleep, it would have been easy enough because somebody could have just walked up to
Yeah.
him and kicked him, and he would have been right back out.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Can...
we I mean, you can still try a suggestion.
You knock yourself out, so we don't have to do this the hard way.
I suggest you let us tie you up.
I suggest you go.
Well,
to
that's
sleep.
kind of. It's kind of. Let me tie you up.
Well, I mean, we can lower his HP and then she can try for a sleep again.
That's true.
Yeah, but it only lasts for a minute.
That's
Yeah, but
all
that's
we
all you
need to tie him
and
up.
gag him.
Oh, hey,
We need him to not call for help.
Chat gave Frey player inspiration. Punch his head off is the message.
Thank you.
Okay, I have my initiative.
I'm getting him in first.
He
Oh
said
my
anime
God.
butler. He's gonna have like a 42 initiative.
I'm definitely not going first. I rolled
I
really bad.
may go first.
Okay. Frey.
6. I rolled a 2.
Mico.
7.
Yeah.
11.
We're slightly going up, you know.
Sir.
21.
Game master inspiration for the anime butler beating up the group.
Oh God.
Thank you. Tallice.
15.
Okay. What is your dex?
My dex is a +3. I have a 17.
Okay. Sir.
Sir is going to take one of the bottles of fancy Elverquist wine, and I'm going to go over and bonk him with it. Tavern Brawler means I'm proficient with it.
Okay.
Because it's an improvised weapon. So I'm going to smack him with a bottle for 22 to hit. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I rolled a 1, so 5 bludgeoning. I'm literally gonna give him a boom boom. So I'm gonna use, because I have extra attack. The next one is a 17.
Yes.
Which is going to be another 7.
Okay.
He's a really formidable old man. I'm going to action surge, and I'm gonna bonk him 2 more times with a bottle.
Okay.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
It's like-
unconscious. 18 to hit. Hits. Another 8.
Okay.
And then the last one's only a 13.
No, a 13 does not hit.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonus action, because I made an attack with an improvised weapon, I can go for a grapple with a bonus action.
You keep trying to block him, and he's like, "Oh, he's not going down."
So I'm going to make an athletics check now to
Mhm.
grapple him. I don't know if you will necessarily allow it or consider it, but the point of the grapple is to not necessarily keep him from moving, but more so it's about keeping him from being able to shout. But
So you want to like cover his mouth?
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the raid.
Go ahead and roll a
uh,
athletics check, contesting.
Come on, sir. Natural 20, 27.
He rolled a straight 10.
Okay.
So yeah, I will allow that.
And he's like, you are a really strong guy, Henry. That's my whole turn.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Because he's poisoned, he has like disadvantage on attack rolls and ability
Correct.
checks, so
Yes.
that's useful at least.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He is currently poisoned.
Thank you,
Um,
Thunder, for the raid.
That's my turn. That's my big old sexy turn. Sir suddenly
Okay.
realized, wait, I can swing twice with a bottle.
Alright, he is up next. He rolled a 15 as well, but his dex is higher than Tallice's.
Oh shit.
Anime butler!
He's
fine,
literally
it's fine.
my butler.
So, and I'm gonna use my
Inspiration.
awarded inspiration here.
Oh no.
Wow.
This is an attempt to break out of the grapple. So, sir, would you like to also roll me an athletics check, please?
Oh god.
Dirty 20.
He rolled an 18.
I'm a strong boy! I'm a strong boy! Is that his full action?
That's his full action.
Go! Go, 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 go!
Tallice.
Okay, with my action, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, which I can do 2 now, and with my bonus action, Bramble's gonna shoot him again.
Okay.
So, for the Eldritch Blast,
Oh no, I have a disadvantage on this save. No, ability check. Sorry, I'm done.
the first one is a 17 to hit,
Yes.
and then the next one is a 15 to hit.
Yes.
Oh! Okay. Okay, 8 points of force damage plus 10. 18 points of force damage from me.
Okay.
And then for Blamble, with his bow. Oh, yeah, that's a natural 17.
Yep.
And he does 1 point of piercing damage. And he needs to make another DC 15 con save.
He has disadvantage on.
Not for saves. For poison, it's
okay.
just ability checks.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Could roll a natural 1 right here.
Yeah, he has to roll a 5 or lower to actually pass out.
I don't. Okay. I don't know if you can
I
see.
feel bad, but he's evil.
I don't think you can see
Not a
that.
lot.
It was a 1.
Oh, great! Because I didn't know it.
I was gonna sleep him again, but that works too.
What's that make the total?
What
For
exactly
con.
is the save? Con? That makes the total a
19.
3.
He's
on.
he's unconscious.
He's unconscious.
Bramble does like a cool like spin move in the air and like shoots his arrow into his like neck, and the first one missed his.
So like pulls the like neck open.
Yeah, the first one like missed like the vein where he would inject the poison, but this one hits it, and then there's like a little like his skin kind of like gets this like black like veiny leaf pattern that looks really sickly around the wound. And
Go to sleep,
yeah,
Henry.
he has 1 minute that he's unconscious.
He's unconscious.
Oh.
Oh.
We go doing like the SpongeBob meme.
Okay. That is a very formidable old man.
I quickly take out 2 sets of manacles.
Okay.
One for
I
his
need
feet,
to
one for his
check
wrist.
something really quick.
Another
boy.
just like point that like the party I don't think would even know this because this is the first time Bramble's ever attacked, but like if it takes damage or another creature takes an action to shake it awake, then it can be like brought back sooner.
Right, so we have to be careful with him.
I have to
So-
check something really quick.
Here, let's put these
Okay.
on.
Well, let Chel check what Chel's checking, and then we can all say what we're doing.
Huh.
Because he might have like a life alert.
Oh no!
He
Oh,
might have
can
like
I
a
get
he
up?
goes unconscious and she's notified.
So he goes unconscious,
Huh?
and in your arms, sir, the frail old man that you guys had seen before transforms. And the person wearing the business cash clothing is no longer a human. You're not actually sure what it is. His skin is kind of a grayish blue tint. His head is completely smooth, and he's bald. His ears are small and kind of come to a small point. And his eyes are like an orangey, peachy color with no pupils.
Does it look like the thing that we fought in the jail with fake Staggett?
Is it a doppelganger?
It's a doppelganger.
Damn it.
Hey, you know what?
We should kill him dead.
We should kidnap
He's
him.
the key. He could help us with the key, couldn't he?
I don't know how we would get him out of here.
You could, yeah.
Oh, I know how we would get him out of here. Manacle and throw him in the
holding.
portable hole.
Yeah.
But what if does he need to be alive?
I don't know.
She's got 10 minutes in there.
It didn't say a living shape changer. It just said a shape changer.
Just okay. Pause. He's unconscious. He's a doppelganger. Frey said that he is going to. Frey and Sir can handcuff with the pairs of manacles his hands and feet.
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing?
Nova will go into the bag of holding and take out some sort of purple cloth or ribbon or whatever. It's purple, and she gags his mouth.
Okay.
As she is very skilled in.
Tallice will disguise self into him and go to stand at the bottom of the stairs.
I'm going to search him, or if Mico wants to, because I've been handcuffing. But get the keys to Tallice and make sure that he doesn't have anything that allows him to communicate.
Yep.
He does have a stone in his pocket that you recognize to be a sending stone.
Take that.
Okay, yeah, I'm taking that. And I and taking the keys too. He just kind of like jingles them a little bit.
Is Bramble like the MVP of this campaign?
Bramble is MVP, always.
He also has a dagger on the inside of his coat.
Take
Take
that,
it.
so he can't break himself out. And I'm going to like sort of like toss the keys over to Tallice because he's supposed to have the keys. So
Leaving him here, putting him in the hole.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I roll out the portable hole.
He has 10 minutes in there.
He has 10 minutes in there, and we'll use every single one of them. 10 minutes until he starts suffocating.
True.
Roll him in there. Roll that back up.
Okay.
Tuck that in. Do we want to see if this connects to the basement before we go back up
Yeah,
into the main room?
Absolutely.
Let's search this
I'm
place.
sure, yeah. Sure, I wasn't the only one who felt a draft when we walked in here.
I
I
actually
cast-
did.
I felt it too.
There's a draft?
Yeah, there's definitely a draft that way.
Oh, it's kind of musty in here. I don't know how you'll notice that.
Okay. Roll me
I'm
an
gonna, cast
investigation
mage,
check.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself now.
I'm gonna
Oh yeah, are you not armored?
Why would I have shown up here armored?
Yeah.
What
I
I'm
remember.
gonna do
detect
now.
detect magic. Do you want?
Yes.
Or should
No,
I'll do it.
I'm doing something else.
Okay,
Yeah, you
I-
cast detect
I
magic.
will cast detect magic. I check with Mico real quick, and then I'm like, you? No, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, Mico is going to cast Pass Without a Trace. He wanted to do it earlier, but it started because he didn't want like the footsteps
Good
of fighting,
call.
but it already happened.
Good call. Good call.
So you said you're casting detect magic?
Yep.
Does not yield anything other than the items that you guys are carrying.
That's fine. I will maintain it if this leads somewhere.
Okay. You guys, did you guys roll investigation checks to see if you could find an entrance?
Not yet.
All of us or someone specific?
Whoever's looking.
I'm looking.
I think, yeah, I'm looking. I think we're all looking.
It's a 19 for me.
Investigation.
Yeah.
13.
11.
17, so a 15.
Oh.
Is Tallice looking?
No, I'm about to go upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, she's at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
It's pretty easy enough, especially with your rolls, following the source of the draft. You guys are able to find that one of the shelves on the southern wall swings open.
I think we have an entrance over here.
It swings open to reveal a an iron door with like a wheel turn, like a vault door.
We just rob them of all their money.
I'm not picking up magic on this thing.
Hmm.
I will go see if it's locked.
It's locked.
I'll take one of the key. Is there a key that like looks really like cool and like
There is a key that is much larger than all the other keys on this ring.
I'm gonna put that key in this door.
Big Dick Key back in town.
Which you can do. It goes to the store.
Alright, I need a bit of time to make it look like you all are leaving, but I'll meet you back down here. I can probably catch up.
What are you gonna do?
Alright.
Make it look like you're all walking out. That Henry's leading you out.
Okay. I put a hand on Henry Tallice and I go, "You're amazing.
I know.
Don't take too long." Kiss the back of your head.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go to the top of the stairs, and then right before I walk out of the door, I'm gonna cast Major. Well, okay, hold on. Actually, let me just pause before I even initiate this because I don't want to waste a spell slot. Major Image says you create the image of an object, creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. Does that mean I can only make one person? Oh, I just saw your message. Sorry.
Well, we can do this. No, that's fine. I just meant before you guys went through the door. I would say some other visible phenomenon, I would allow it to be a group of creatures, but I wouldn't allow those creatures to interact with anything or do anything other than walk, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Basically like a stock crowd, essentially, that you can add features to kind of make it look a little bit like everybody.
We're extras.
It wouldn't be
Yeah.
necessarily as detailed as if
Background
it were a single creature,
Yeah.
but I would allow it.
Okay. I'm doing that, and I'm walking them out to the carriage house.
Okay. None of the staff really pays much attention to Henry as he moves through, because he is their boss. He's allowed to do what he wants to do, so they don't really question much what he's doing. You can lead them out to the carriage house, and you can drop the illusion once they go into the carriage house, because seemingly that would be when they leave. It's when Henry begins to walk, or goes to walk back into the home, and you go into that foyer where all those doors were, and then the big stairs that lead up, when Amalia Castellanter comes down the stairs. Roll me an insight check.
Fuck. $14.
Okay. What is immediately visible to you about Amalia is that she is not as well kept as you normally see her. She, being who she is and of the position that she is in, it's very important, at least to her, that her appearance is maintained. Every time you've seen her, her hair is very well done. She's always wearing a very nice dress. She always has her makeup done. Her clothes are pressed and steamed. There's no wrinkles. She's basically wearing she's still wearing a dress, but it's a much more casual dress, and she's got kind of a shawl that she's got pulled over her shoulders. She doesn't appear to be wearing makeup, and her hair is just kind of pulled back into what would qualify, I think, as a messy bun. And she's coming down those stairs, and she's got her hand on the railing as she's coming down. And with that insight check, her face, her cheeks are very red. Her eyes are very red. It looks like she's been crying.
And she was coming from upstairs?
Yes.
And Bramble couldn't find her when he did a pass the... Ooh, she was up in one... She was up in the... Okay, yep.
But she comes down the stairs. She sees you.
Uh-huh.
And she says, Henry, dear, I'm going to be in my study. Would you mind bringing me some tea?
And in my best impression of him, with my hands clasped behind my back, I'll give a slight bow of the head and try to imitate his voice and say, "Of course, my lady." Fuck.
And right there, I think we will end for a break.
Cheers, bro.
This is fine. BRB, fam. BRB.
We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back, everyone, to Waterdeep Dragon History Resurfaced. I'm going to give our characters a choice of where we start, whether we're starting with Tallice or if we're starting with our group in the basement.
You're so evil.
Victoria, do you want a hot minute?
Well, I mean, yeah, because, like, it would have taken Tallice time to fake, like, walk all of you out and also talk to Amalia, so you guys have probably been doing stuff. And, yeah, so you guys go first.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So you get the door open.
Mm-hmm.
Tallice leaves.
Yeah.
It's a vault that you're looking in, filled with gold bars. At the very end of the room, though, at the far south, there is a staircase downstairs.
Am I picking up
Gotta see
any
them.
magic items in this room?
No, it is literally just gold.
I think we should check
Taking
down.
any of this gold?
Let's check downstairs first to see if our detective's down there.
This just is strange. Why do they need... They have this much and they still need the dragons. I mean, how much do you think all of this is worth as we're walking through it quietly?
Tallice would know, but she's not here.
Damn.
Because these are trade bars. These
Oh,
are
yeah.
bars.
We... but we
okay.
had those. Each bar was like 250?
Yeah, but these are not 250.
Oh.
These are smaller than the bars that you had. And the bars that you had were just... weren't they silver bars?
No,
We
they
had-
were
we had
gold bars.
in the
Okay.
saddlebags. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. No, these are trade bars. Those were literally just gold bars. These are trade bars that are specifically stamped and used in trading to make it so that gold itself, like coins, doesn't need to be moved around, or because it's easier to move bars than it is to move coins. So
Okay.
That's
It's
like-
basically just like consolidated wealth.
Right.
Is
Yes.
this something that I might know of, like how much they're worth because of my father?
possibly go ahead and roll me a history check, just a
God.
recollection.
Yeah, but you don't listen
Frey's-
to your dad.
Frey's looking at it and is like, this is my allowance on, like, a Thursday.
I use history as like a recollection as well. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, do you listen to your dad when he tells you things?
I don't
that's
listen to
why
my
I'm
father.
not giving you proficiency.
I don't listen to my father at all. So that's a -1.
Oh, Monday.
you know that your father has like told you about this sort of thing in the past. Sometimes he's just white noise and you nod
Yeah.
and smile, so you don't remember.
We
Can I-
don't need this.
Can I make a perception check as we get to the other staircase?
Sure.
I want to listen to see if I hear movement or sounds. Since...
Do you want me to close the door behind us?
Not all the way.
I'll like
Yeah.
pull it
Yeah.
with my mage hand as we go.
As we're walking, Mico will sort of like whisper too, and he'll be like, be careful not to stray too far away from me. He's kind of like holding like a finger up, like he's making the shush motion, and sort of like around him in a radius, you can see like the very, very pale like shimmering of a dome, and everything inside the dome sort of is like
Muffled.
suspended, basically. So if it was like any dust that was like on the floor or like falling, it's just kind of stuck there. So when you step on the ground, it doesn't leave any footprints.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's-
I didn't roll well, but it's 13 for perception to listen if there's noise.
We'll keep that in mind as you guys go.
All right.
I will send Tallice a message over the earring saying that we're in a vault, and then we're going down these stairs. Just to
This
keep
is-
Tallice informed.
This
This
is
is over the
probably
earring.
yeah, and this is probably about when you get to the carriage house that you were getting this message.
All right, sounds good. Be there soon. I say ignorantly.
So the staircase, and I'll send you guys snippets of the map as we go, so that you can kind of get an idea of where you guys are. Staircase kind of curves and leads you down into a room. This area, so things to note as you guys are moving through. The ceilings are about 10 feet high here, though the passages that you're going through are about 8 feet tall or so. So the rooms are a bit taller than the hallways that you're going through. And the rooms are lit by flickering candles that are placed inside of very tall, slender wrought iron candlesticks that are either placed on surfaces or in like sconces on the walls. The middle of this hall that you guys come into, A1 here, there is a spiral staircase that descends below. I would say, Nova, you can hear the faint sound of voices. Coming from... Let me get an idea of which direction it would be coming from here. Coming from northwest from where you are.
Okay. I will mind link with both Mico first, since I know that'll get to everyone faster. That I'm hearing voices from northwest, and then repeat the action with Sir.
Yeah, Mico will relay that through the earring to, people that bit.
Sir will summon Hickory to walk with us. Plap, plap. And also, I will use my weapon bonds to grab my greatsword and my magma war pick. And pull them from home.
Are those sconces magical, or are they real flame?
They're real flames.
Okay.
And then I put my the war pick on my belt.
Okay. There's the staircase that is going down, and then there you can kind of go north, and there's a hallway that's kind of branching off of that. And then to the south, there are doorways.
Is someone telling Tallice what we're seeing?
I forget, does Tallice have an earring?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll keep her updated then.
The doorways to the south, there are 3 of them. They are wooden doors with iron bands across them. There is a small barred window embedded in each of them at about eye height.
We should check inside first, just to be sure.
I think there could be cells.
Yeah. And if not, we go to the voices.
All of the doors, if you look at the map, that little circle, all of the doors are facing a stone pillar in the middle of that area.
Why don't you let me go a little bit ahead of you? Do you have your breastplate on?
Yeah, of course.
I
I never take it off. I get shot too often.
I'm not gonna comment about it. Let's everyone, let's just be a bit careful. Mico said stay close, so let's just go together. And then I would say let's not wander too fast so that Tallice can catch up.
So you're going to check out those doors?
Yeah.
Okay. So walking to the south, that on that stone pillar, there is like a nail, like nailed into it, and on that there is hanging a singular key on like a twine. Are you looking in the little windows?
Yeah, I think Nova's trying to sneakily like peek up to see if any of them is our detective.
So the one to the right is empty.
Okay.
The one to the left has a person in it. They are slumped on the floor against the wall, with their head kind of leaning against the stone wall. I say person very... Obviously they are a people, but they are not a people that you've ever seen before.
Okay.
Their clothes are very tattered and you can't see their face, but their head has orange fur with black stripes, rounded ears with like white tufts coming off of it. This is a humanoid tiger. You are muted, Vic. I don't know if you knew that. Okay.
Oh.
I'm trying not to interrupt.
No, you're good.
This is what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I don't think Nova knows
we don't know
that.
You
that.
can't see his hands.
That's Chris.
Yeah, we
that
don't-
was
we don't
Kristy.
even
Nova
know
doesn't
that.
even know what that is.
I mean, could be a were-tiger.
Yeah, sure.
And what about the last cell?
The last cell has in these cells, there's nothing in them. There's no beds. There's no.
It's a hole.
It's basically just a room with
Mhm.
like a pod for them to shit in. In the other room, the one to the south, there is the general shape you would assume to be human. They're laying on the floor with their knees kind of pulled up against their chest and their arms kind of wrapped close to them, probably in an attempt to keep themselves warm. Again, their back is to the door. They've got a mop of curly brown hair.
Did our detective have that hair?
No.
No, I think
He had like widow's peak black hair slicked back and a ponytail. No, your detective did not.
Okay, I will relay what I see mentally to both Ace and Mico or Frey.
so. No sign of a detective, but there's an empty cell. Maybe one of them heard him be taken out somewhere else.
There's some places that way.
Hold on, because I mean, we're not leaving anyone. Let's. I'm gonna go up to the. I don't think I want to talk to the tiger. So it's like that's kind of weird. I'm going to go up to the southern door with the humanoid. Hey. Hello?
Kind of general shift and a look over the shoulder.
He doesn't say anything, he just looks.
If you don't say anything, he rolls back over.
Oh, no. I was just waiting to see if he says
just
anything.
looks.
How would you like to get out of there?
Kind of slumps back over and lays back down.
Shit.
It's very dejected. He probably doesn't believe you or trust you.
We're looking for a detective, but we're getting people out of here. The Castellantas are fucked.
There's a shift in the cell with the tiger. You can hear the sound of bare toe beans, I guess, slapping against the ground. I'm sorry, did you say you were looking for a detective?
Mentally, I will message the tiger. Yes, and we're trying to be quiet about it.
Detective's name happened to be Vincent.
It is. Do you know him?
I am him.
Insight check?
What?
You recognize the voice.
Okay.
What?
No
What?
wonder he doesn't care about getting involved in the dangerous shit.
You know what?
Are you
There's
okay?
no.
That's also why they
Is this I can't see through the is this Nova that I'm talking to?
Absolutely, this is Nova.
Hi, darling.
Hi, I am so sorry you're in this mess. We're gonna get you out
No.
real soon.
Okay. That's great. That would be great, in fact.
Just double checking that the pillar and the key. I'm not picking up magic.
No.
I take the key.
You are, however, picking up magic from the manacles around his wrists.
That is fine. I take the key and try to unlock him and get him out of there.
It unlocks.
Is there another one on my side of the pillar?
Yes.
I'll do the same.
Okay. The aura you're getting from the manacles is abjuration magic.
What is it? Do I know what that is?
Roll an Arcana check.
Natural 19 plus what? 30-20.
So you want to know if you know what abjuration magic specifically is?
Yeah, like what I could guess. Why would there be
abjuration magic is basically like protection magic.
protection magic? Okay.
Things like shields and stuff. So you would probably gather that what's around his wrist is probably anti-magic of some kind, preventing any magic from being used by the wearer.
Gotcha. Okay. I understand. So it's not keeping me out, it's more like suppressing the person wearing
Exactly.
the mask. Gotcha.
Yes. Mhm.
Thank you for that.
Can you guys keep a watch? Make sure that no one's coming.
You got it.
I'm gonna unlock the southern cell and open the door.
If you unlock it and open the door, he kind of rolls all the way over and sits up. He's got manacles around his wrists as well.
Does it look like the key goes to the manacles as well, or is that separate?
That's separate.
I'm going to kind of, because I'm probably above the doorway, so I'm probably gonna like lean down in. And I'm going to be like, "Can you walk?"
He nods.
Damn. Alright, well, why don't you stretch your legs for a bit? We're trying to figure this out a little bit as we go.
Does he look like you know who?
Yes.
When Sir gets a better look.
If you remember from the vision that you had when you went to the Growlhund, or not to the murder house, not the Growlhund Villa, excuse me, to the old Cormathis house. If you remember the vision that you had where Nathaniel handed a letter to somebody
Ooh.
Yeah.
and said, "Get this to Elizabeth," and that person left very quickly.
Yeah.
This is who this is. This is your brother, or who you believe to be your brother.
Logan?
Yes.
Logan Cormathis, you're alive.
Yes. Who the hell are you people?
We're the Three of Cups, mate.
I have no idea what that fucking means.
Yeah, you've been away for a while, haven't you? I'm going to go in and kind of you can partially say that we've been helped by Elizabeth.
She's okay.
For now, she's somewhat safe.
You can see this massive wave of relief wash over him. He's probably been holding on to some sort of guilt or worry of what may have happened to her. That immediately just is washed away.
And Nova would have heard Sir say, "You're perceptive as hell,"
Yeah.
his name.
I'm helping Vincent to his feet.
His hands are backwards.
I don't think Nova understands the significance of that, but Kristy does. She likes this guy. She feels bad, so she's gonna... At the very least... Oh, this is such a waste. But this is what she was gonna do.
Do it.
I'm gonna dispel magic on the manacles, so at least if we take him upstairs, he looks like Vincent.
Roll me a spellcasting ability check using your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
If it's still our Vincent, we can deal with all of this stuff another day.
So that's
And then I think we should go to Tallice.
Yep, I was planning to.
18 total. If it's just
Okay.
my wisdom.
That is the minimum DC. So the second he feels the ability to, he shapeshifts immediately into who you know to be Vincent.
I figured that would make you more comfortable because we need to get you out of here ASAP.
How are we gonna get out of here? And we still need evidence. Where's Tallice?
Tallice.
I like
That
to
was
do
like a-
those. I
that
like
was
to
like
do
a-
those.
Sounds like a TV show transition.
I love doing this.
Yeah. You know, I go to the kitchen. Actually, like, so as soon as I'm like, of course, my lady, whatever, and she starts heading off towards her study, because we've been in her study before to meet with her, so I know where that is, right?
You,
Because we like
We went in. She took
we
us
went
to
to her
some
off-
room.
She took us to like some kind of like office of hers, and that's like where we were like, hey, like we want to like try to do this party.
she took you to an office.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Do I
don't
see
know if that
where?
was hers.
Do I see what direction she's going in?
Well, she specifically she comes down the stairs and then she goes into, if I remember correctly, I'm bouncing around in my notes here, hold on.
Yeah, so I'm in like C5, right? Because that's where the big staircase is.
Yeah. She goes into C9, which is a dining room. There's a very large, a very long, beautifully carved dining table in the middle of this room that is currently set with like golden plates, utensils, goblets, candlesticks, silk napkins, things like that. And then in that room there is a door to the west. She goes through that door.
Okay. Oh my god. All right. So I gotta like pick a room. I gotta pick a room to go in because I don't know where their kitchen is. I immediately like get on my earring and I'm like, hey, so Amalia just talked to me and she wants me to make her tea, so it's gonna be a little, talk to you in a bit. And I'll say that to Mico and Frey.
Okay.
Say that information.
I'm gonna... Alright. I gotta... Shiitake mushrooms. I'm gonna check C6. That door that's like near where it's like basically right across from the staircase, the basement door that I came out of.
That is the door that Amalia took you into to have a
Oh.
talk with you. And it is
Okay,
locked.
then I don't do that. I'm gonna try... And we came in through C8.
You came in through C2.
Oh, okay, so we did C2.
Roll me a history check.
Oh my, yeah.
Or just like intelligence.
Little dragon. Hey! 17.
So you know that C9 is the dining room.
Yes.
So it's pretty logical to you that the kitchen is probably going to be attached to the dining room somehow. Because if the servants are going to be feeding the family, they would need to have ready access to the area where the family is going to be eating.
Okay, then I'm gonna follow behind her.
So you walk into C9 to follow behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see through the doorway into C12.
Mm-hmm.
There is a guard that you can see in there. There are portraits all over the walls. There are portraits resting on fancy easels that are meant for like display, and there are armchairs arranged throughout the room, and you can faintly smell tobacco. Probably a smoking room.
Yeah.
So through process of elimination, there are only 2 doors in the dining room. The one that Amalia just went through, and then a one to the west.
Yeah, that C10 door.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go into that room.
Okay. C10 is indeed the kitchen.
Is there anyone in here, or am I alone?
No, there are a lot of people in here. There are about half a dozen chefs that are running around, seasoning meat, mixing batter, otherwise preparing food. There's kind of a all day long preparation of food because every meal for this family is an event, basically. And they're also not only feeding the family, but also the multitude of staff that works here. There is a rotund, red-faced man in a tall white hat that is barking orders at others who are working in here. He is talking with his hands, and one of his hands he's holding a chef's knife, so he's like brandishing a knife everywhere as he speaks. There are stairs in this room that lead upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But you are in the Castellanter's kitchen.
Cool. I'm gonna go up to the guy with the knife. Because he seems like he's in charge.
Yes, Henry, what is it? What do you need?
The lady has requested a cup of tea.
Ah, you hear that? The lady in the house needs some tea. And then 2 people just burst from whatever they're doing and begin to prepare some tea.
And they
grab like a silver platter, they put cups on it, they've got like putting on a kettle, the works.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there with my hands clasped behind my back, like watching over everything that's happening, trying not to talk to anybody. And then, yeah.
It doesn't pay you much mind. You're doing what Henry would be doing.
Yeah, I feel like this guy doesn't talk to people, so.
The staff eventually brings you a silver platter on which there's a kettle, a little bowl with some lemons, a little thing of cream, a little thing of sugar, and a teacup, and hands it to you.
I take it's like a 2-handed little platter. I take the platter and I will go to the smoking room. He doesn't seem like he says thank you. I don't say thank you. You go to the smoking room.
The door to the smoking room was left open. And Amalia looked like she had just gone in there to grab a few things and is exiting the smoking room as you come out.
I'll follow her.
So she's got like a book and a bundle of papers in her hand that she's got like tucked in her arm. Thank you, my dear. If you can just carry it upstairs for me. And she begins to walk out of the smoking room, into the dining room, and then into the foyer, which is C5, and up the stairs.
I just say, of course, my lady, and I follow her. Do I need to roll like a check to like see how good I'm doing at pretending to be him?
I've been keeping that 19 in mind, but yes, why don't you go ahead and roll me another, we'll call it a deception check. But you can have proficiency in it if you don't already.
It's deception?
Yeah, with proficiency.
It's a 22.
Okay, you're relatively confident. You're relatively confident.
I have a +10, so...
So she goes up one set of stairs, which leads you into C13, which is a ballroom. It is an elegant ballroom, in the center of which stands a very eerie, human-sized wooden cloth mannequin with a painted face. It's dressed like a ballroom dancer. The floor is a polished marble. and it is a dazzling mosaic. It's very shiny, very just boom in your face mosaic depicting a silver chalice with the golden sun, reminiscent of the chalices on the shelves that you guys saw downstairs. There are gilded mirrors on the walls and handsome tapestries that are festooning those walls as well. Along the very west wall, so I would say more southwest wall, it is entirely windows with crimson drapes that just go from floor to ceiling. But you don't stop here. You actually go up the stairs one more time. Which leads you up to the third floor of the house. You get to the top of the stairs and she turns right immediately and goes into C19. C19 is a sitting room. In this room, there is a woman who has very, very large ringlet curls. So not like super tiny ringlet curls, but very large ringlet curls of dark brown hair that kind of falls over her shoulders. She's sitting on one of the very many comfortable and overstuffed chairs in this room. There's also a wine bar and like a fainting couch. She's sitting on one of those overstuffed chairs and she's kind of lazily flipping through a book. But the moment that Amalia comes up, she stands up like at attention. But Amalia kind of waves at her and she sits back down. Probably kind of an attendant to Lady Castellanter, maybe like a lady in waiting, basically. She goes to that western wall into C21. This is the master bedroom. The room contains walls that are adorned with 9 paintings, each of which is depicting a rather grisly scene. Fire, lava, brimstone.
And there's 9 of them, huh?
And there's 9 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you gather, given the situation, that this is probably depicting a layer of the 9 hells, each of them. There is a 4-poster bed that is draped in deep red curtains, and each of the posts are tipped with like golden spires. And it stands before a ornate door that has a gold doorknob, which she will go through. This is her study. The walls of this study are lined with bookshelves packed with thick tomes. There is a very big red leather book that is sitting on a desk that's carved from dark oak. And there is a ladder leading up to a trapdoor in the ceiling.
Okay, and does she go sit at like a little desk?
There's also a comfortable reading nook with like an overstuffed chair and like a table that's got a lamp on it that's lit currently. She goes and she kind of puts her leg up so that like her legs are both of her legs are up in the chair, so she's got her legs kind of pulled up to her body. And she collapses into that comfortable seat.
Okay, if there's like a little table there, I'll gently put the tray down. Now here's the question. When they came to eat at the tavern, what kinds of foods, because I'm pretty sure they ate.
Yep.
And had drinks. What did Amalia have? Was it she wanted sweet wines and fruits, or was she more
she was particular to red wine. That was what she mostly drank, though she did try your Overquist. At the time when they ate, I believe all they ate was, there was a special at the time that you guys were running that she ate and attempted to try, and she enjoyed it. But there wasn't anything that she was please make me this. She wanted what your tavern fare was.
So I have no idea how she likes her tea.
To be fair, they put lemon cream and sugar on it if you want to see if she'll do it herself, but
or her lady in waiting may.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, she didn't. I don't know.
I feel like it would be fair to ask how she wants it. So, because like I don't know, I feel like sometimes you want like a creamy tea, but other times you're just like I want the caffeine, I want it black. So
And she was
I'm
obviously distressed, so.
yeah. So I will like stand by it and ask, and how would you like your tea prepared today, my lady?
So she's kind of collapsed herself in the chair, and she's got her arms, and it's like one of those chairs that has like the really big arms. So not the ones that are intended to just rest your arms, but literally like to be comfy. So she's got her arms like resting on that, and she's got her head tilted back and her eyes closed. She looks like she's very stressed out. And she just says, "Just lemon today, Henry. Thank you."
Of course. And I'll put a squeeze of lemon into the tea and like a little spoon and give it a little stir and make sure that it's on the saucer. And I will go present it to her.
She pauses a moment, still kind of sitting in that position, and then she takes a deep breath and sighs and opens her eyes, and she'll take the tea from you and she'll hold it like in one hand with her.
Was there anything else you needed from me, my lady?
No, Henry, that's great. Thank you.
Then I shall take my leave, and I will bow and exit.
Okay.
You're the best.
The woman who is sitting in the sitting area, just kind of gives you a smile and a wave as you go by.
I'll just nod at her and keep going. I'm trucking along. I want to get out of here.
Okay.
I want to go back to the basement.
Are you just like beelining to the basement?
Okay, no, I'm gonna like go out and like the workers that he was like checking on in the yard, I'm gonna like go check on, and if I can try to align with a window where Lady Castellantra can look down on me doing that, so that she can see that I'm working, that I'm doing that, and then I'm going to the basement.
There is, if I remember correctly, yes. So there is her bedroom and her office. There's like that kind of like where the ladder is. There's kind of like a little nook in that sitting room she has, and those walls are entirely windows. So if she chose to look out, she could see. So, yeah, you can do that, and then you can make your way down.
To the landscapers and be like, clean up that grass there a bit. These flowers need to be watered more, and then I go back into the basement.
Okay. You go down to the wine cellar, and you can kind of go through that vault and down the stairs, which brings you into the same area where everyone is.
It's my fucking brother, dude.
Which is A1 on that last map that I sent you guys. You see that they've got Vincent, who is now looking like Vincent.
Oh yes, I don't know that he's a tiger.
Yeah, you don't know that he's the Rakshasa. And a human man.
I know that Tallice committed the family portrait to memory, so I think that Tallice would recognize that it's a much more disheveled Logan.
Yes.
Yeah. Sir would have been like, since the last thing that I said to him was, "Where the fucking 3 cups, mate?" In all actuality, my name is Ace. I've been looking into your family. Don't worry, we're a lot more concerned with bringing down the Castellantras.
Tallice comes down the stairs.
Oh yeah, I'm disgusted.
And his eyes kind of like widen, and he takes a step back.
I do a little dance.
Not actually, Henry.
His name's not Henry.
Then what is my name?
Willifert.
Oh!
I'm not sure.
Wait, no,
Henry.
wait.
That's the.
Wait, no, Willifert. Willifert was the one, and then he went into that bar, and Bramble was following him, and we lost
And
track
that's
of him.
where they
and
got
Saget came out.
Right?
They have a bunch of doppelgangers, like, working out
They
at that bar.
were all doppelgangers. That's Williford.
That's Williford.
That was the one whose name we knew.
Yeah.
That's all the way back when you followed just random people that were supposed to get handed. Williford was going to get handed. He was going to give it to the Castellanters.
Williford was the one in the carriage that they were trying to fly to.
Yeah, which
and we
means
followed him in the...
Williford was going to give it to the Castellanters. We intercepted it. We intercepted it from the pass off to the Castellanters.
Yeah. Good bro. Ah! Oh my god.
That name is a little bit familiar. Listen. We need something here that we can bring to Silverhand so that we can bring them down.
You're literally standing in a temple to Asmodeus. What, you can take anything. Like, do you not hear that right now? And he like gestures kind of to the northwest where there's voices. Now that you're all paying a little bit closer attention to those voices, Nova, you had only rolled like a 13 or 14 last time.
Yeah.
They're very rhythmic. It's not like voices speaking.
They're literally having like an Asmodeus fan party right now.
Point of interesting note. There's a big red book in Amalia's office, and I know exactly where it is and what it looks like.
Alright.
Also, their bedroom is full of portraits of like fire and brimstone lava landscapes, 9 of them.
No, it's really obvious when you actually can get in the house, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Did Williford have the keys to your manacles?
Yes. I mean,
I
he's
take-
down here all the time.
I take out the keys and I look for like, you know how handcuffs usually have like the littler key? I look for one of like those littler keys.
There are smaller keys. You probably have to try a couple before you get them.
I'll do that.
Which means we can get.
Yep. So they kind of rub. The skin underneath the manacles is pretty raw. It's pretty clear. He's probably been wearing these for a long time.
Does unlocking them? Well, I wouldn't know. I'm going to hold on to his manacles just in case we need to handcuff somebody else later.
Okay.
All right. So is the plan the book? Do we get something down here? Do we get everything we can carry? It sounds like there's people here. What do we do?
I mean, we have 2 witnesses that we kept hostage.
I think if we can just get something physical on top of it, otherwise it's just, no offense, word for word.
It's the word of a noble versus the word of
a noble. I mean, maybe the account is enough to warrant investigation, but we're not going to be able to get here a second time.
Yeah.
Can you go back up and get that book, or?
Not while she's up there, but I know where it is, and I can be him.
Okay. Do we even want to know what the hell they're doing out there?
Oh,
Not particularly, but
a little.
I kind of do, but I'm okay with not finding out right now.
We need to get them out of here.
I can make them invisible, both of them.
Alright. That's that kid. Well, oh yeah, no, we can still be disguised.
But if we need to get them out and do that, I can't do anything else. I can't get any of you out.
So,
Do either of you know if there's some secret exit out of here, or do they always come down the stairs?
They always come down the stairs.
Okay. Nova, you're being quiet.
Because I'm looking through Kristy's looking through spells.
Okay, never mind.
I already made it look like you all left.
I was gonna say, how are we getting out in the first place?
Yeah.
You escorted fake us to the stagecoach?
Yeah.
Could we possibly just go out the front door because you would just have you'd have to stay.
So our part and animal.
Yeah, they're still there. Yeah.
I can disguise myself.
I cannot. I am very sneaky, but I cannot disguise myself.
You can get in a bag. Maybe.
I
don't know.
Let's put him into the portable hole with the doppelganger and
You
see
can
who
just go.
emerges victorious.
You can just go a couple rounds in the portable hole.
Oh, God.
It's not the worst idea.
So our plan is to get out and try to get the book.
Well, as soon as we leave and Henry/Williford isn't here, like, the jig is up. So whatever we do, we need to do it today, now.
We need to have enough to bring to Lariel. Their accounts are good. If we can give them something physical, even better.
Yeah, physical evidence would be the nail in the coffin.
Do you want
But
me to have
Would be
Bramble
s-
try to go up and wait for her to leave her room that she's in? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. There was another servant there.
I don't know if the book is safe. It would be the most damning evidence, though.
Yeah. Like, it's like a big red book. Like, they gotta have some shit in there.
I mean, if you said you could make people invisible,
Uh-huh.
you could make me invisible. I could sneak up there, get the book. I could make my way out, even if it means jumping out of a window.
I think Frey could do it.
Alright, well, the rest of you need to figure out how you're going to get out, because
Easy peasy for me.
Everybody roll me an intelligence check.
11.
11.
8.
3.
12.
Not my brightest day.
Oh,
We're kind of fucking stupid.
It's gonna remind you guys of something, but none of those were high enough.
That's fine. Well, let me just try and think about, because Dylan's smart.
There's other doors that there's the servant's door that goes out onto the street. If we can get people to that door quickly, we can get everybody out.
There's the servant's door. There's also, No, yeah, they remodeled the shrine.
Okay, what if? All right, here's this. What if I make the brother? Because the rest of y'all like can figure it out. I believe in you. The brother, he's
I
like
would
weak
discuss
and
it.
dirty. Gonna make the brother and Frey invisible. Get you guys disguised, turned into animals, whatever, out that like servant's door. That's like it's like the little door. It's like the C. Is it C8? Is like a little. Isn't that like a little side door?
Mm-hmm.
Get you guys out that door and just go. And then I will walk up with Frey, and I'll just be like, I can like take the tray of the tea, and also be like, the party planners stopped by, and basically try to distract her while Frey like does something.
That's really risky.
This is really risky. Frey and I are probably gonna die.
Was there a window in that room?
Yeah.
What you could do is, as you're leaving the room, fake trip. Get them to come out of the room and check on you. I grab the book, jump out the window.
Or I could go up there and be like, let's get you some fresh air, my lady.
Or something like that. Yes, that would work too.
That's so
just getting
fucking stupid.
them out of the, like, at least to the front of the room to where I can grab the book without them noticing a book starting to lift up into the air.
How much time does Williford have in the hole right now?
Probably not much.
Well, it's been 10 minutes.
Oh God.
Let's just slap it onto the wall and bring them out
Take
for a
him out?
second, and then put them back in.
Do we? Shit,
I think my main problem with it is that either way, they're going to know when the book is gone, and that's really
They're-
bad for like.
They're already gonna know that because Williford's gone. They're gonna know someone was here and did something weird, and also their prisoners are gonna be gone. But they already know that something's going on.
I don't know if that's proof of cult activity, though. That's just
That's just a guy.
a
Yeah.
doppelganger.
Hold on.
But yeah, bring him out so he doesn't die.
Okay, here's the thing. I think the best case is that we I think Frey should go for the book. Or we find something down here with the chanting people. But I think the book is damning.
I think we should look down here before we. I think we should exhaust our options down here before we go for that.
We're not noticed down here.
Yeah.
Go take a peek around the corner and see what's down there.
Also, make sure that he doesn't die.
Oh shit! I'm going to take out the portable hole. And I'm going to, because I had to like lower him in there, because if you put it down, it's like down into a pit. So I'm going to roll it out on the floor.
Okay.
Maybe he's suffocated long enough to fall unconscious again.
I mean, he's still conscious.
He's still unconscious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to see if he's dead in there.
So you're going into because the hole is 10 feet deep.
Oh yeah.
We can lift you out.
No,
Yeah.
just from here, do I see him rising and falling with breath?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him breathing.
Okay.
All right, we've still got a Williford.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll.
Mico, follow me.
I'll like
Your
air,
spell's
I'll
still
like
going on, right?
I'll like air it for like a minute, and then I'll like.
Is it
roll
still
it back.
going on? Let me
Okay.
check.
Is what's still going on?
His past
So the trace lasts for
Yeah,
an hour.
an hour. So
Yeah.
coming.
Wait, I want to go with you guys.
I
Okay.
think we all stay within
I'm
range
starting to
of
freeze
Mico.
again.
I can try to like look if there's like anything like trapped.
I still have no detect magic's probably gone.
Yeah, it is gone by now.
Derek, can you hear us?
Yes, I don't care now.
I can pop a detect magic. I have the scroll.
I'm coming.
Someone said they were looking for traps.
Yeah, I want to
So
check
they're
for
leading the way?
traps.
Okay.
I will pop. I will use my scroll and pop a detect magic so that I have one going.
So you guys are heading down that hallway?
Towards the chanting, I believe, right?
Yeah. Think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quietly.
You can
Quietly.
head down that hallway quietly. Why don't you guys all roll me stealth checks?
We get a +10, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Can we tell the prisoners to like maybe just like hang tight in this area that we got them
Yeah.
out of?
They can sit.
30.
Thank God for the +10.
I know, right?
I rolled
Been
a
wait-
4,
I'll be right back.
Wow.
so
I got a
21.
I got a 21.
Hey.
31.
Dang.
Sir's sneaky when he's not wearing armor. He's got a +4.
Okay, so as you guys head down this hallway, you eventually kind of need to go one by one for a bit. It's not very long. It's like 30 feet at most. Before it kind of opens up, and when it opens up again, the chanting is definitely much louder. You found yourself on a balcony. You guys are sneaking, so that means you're walking carefully. Are you all kind of moving out into the balcony just all together?
Is it able to fit all of us?
Yeah.
It's
A2, the top A2 on the map, if that's helpful.
Okay, thank you. Realistically, I do feel like Sir is trying to keep our rescued friends a little bit far back, and I'm tall anyway, so I'll say I stay back.
Okay, they stayed back at where the
Cells are?
where the cells are. That was where they were told to stay.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to stay back with them, that's totally fine. But I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
No, sorry, I did make the check because I did
No,
want
that's
to
okay.
move with the party.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll get close enough to make sure that there isn't anything magic because I did use my scroll for my detect magic.
You don't detect anything magical up here on the balcony.
Okay. I still think I would be at the back, so you guys decide.
I just want to stay like against the farthest wall away.
Okay.
Like, because I feel like that would be like I could still see down, but it'd be harder to see me, like because of the angling.
Yeah, I'm using like my height.
So this is going to be a group check, which means I'm going to take all of it and take the average, but I need a dexterity saving throw from you guys, please.
Yo, I know we got that modify memory, but this might be the time if anyone fails to use the inspiration, because I don't know what's about to happen, but there's chanting.
Okay.
Then I might need to use it.
$21 for me.
14.
12.
Can I use it?
Oh, I would if you got
Oh,
less
wait,
than
I
like
have
10, then yeah,
inspiration.
Oh yeah.
21.
you should use it. You should use it if you rolled something really low.
Okay, well I changed from a 5 to a 12.
Thank God.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys kind of all step out of the balcony, it's clear that these balconies, just this whole area in general, is very old. So these balconies are fragile. But with how carefully you guys were stepping to stay quiet, you're also able to kind of step carefully enough to not collapse the balcony. However, you can feel that the stone underneath you is very unsteady. So you're going to need to make another check when you guys come back over.
Oh God, what do we see down there?
So there is a balcony immediately across from you as well, though the only access to it is down below. Below, there is a ceremonial hall of some kind. So this hall has a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. So from the floor down below you to the ceiling above you is 30 feet. There are rows of flickering candles in iron candlesticks that form a pathway through the area to a 30-foot tall stone statue to the west end of the hall. That is what that big circle over in the second A7 to the left there is. The statue is depicting a smiling, bearded man. He has a very diabolical smirk on his face, and small horns protruding from his brow, and cloven hooves instead of feet. At the base of the statue, clutched in a stone claw erupting from the floor, is a 3-foot deep, 9-foot diameter stone bowl filled with flames. There are people below wearing red robes and metal masks depicting like devils, and they're holding something wooden in their hand. They are knelt before the statue. Does anybody speak Infernal?
Sir does.
They are feverishly chanting an infernal hymn. They're praying to Asmodeus.
We just it is exactly what you think they say.
The walls around the statue are covered by large tapestries that are depicting scenes of human debauchery.
Uh-huh.
There is someone walking amongst. There are, so other than the 3 people that are at the statues, the candlesticks that are making the pathway to the statue. Basically, it looks like there are a lot of people waiting for their turn to kneel in front of the statue. About 30 people.
What do they do when they kneel in front of the statue?
They kneel down, their chanting becomes a bit more feverish, and they like forehead to the ground, like bow to him as they are, that statue of him as they are praying. There is somebody walking through the group of 30 people holding a bowl, which offerings are being tossed into, mostly coin. There is also somebody walking around filling goblets with wine.
I know I was really big on the book. We've got Williford. We've got 2 prisoners. We can say they can't hide this.
You said you have detect magic up, right?
Oh yes, I do. Sorry.
The bowl is giving you very strong auras of conjuration magic.
The big bowl with the fire. Okay. That bowl. That bowl can make something.
Should we wait for them to be finished and then take it?
No,
it's like a 9 foot.
It's
It's
9
like
feet wide and it's 3 feet deep.
It's like a big giant.
It's like a brazier.
Brazier. I always say brazier. That is a chess piece.
It's a bay dish. It's a Beyblade dish.
Yeah.
Oh
Let
man,
it rip.
I have some sick Beyblade matches in that.
Either the bowl itself conjures something, or the flames themselves are conjured.
Or the flames. Okay.
Mm.
The thing is, if we're going off of what Bramble heard them say, they are not ready to do whatever they're going to do. They can't hide this. She gets she gets the gray hand. They go down here. They see it with their own eyes. We've got. I know that I was just talking about. Maybe we need the book, but maybe we should just get out.
If we say we needed some physical evidence, though, not just
it's
what we say.
It's the nail. I know it's the nail in the coffin. We have Logan Cormathus, who was supposed to be dead, who's been held for months.
Yeah, but again, that's just another person saying this. It's not.
Roll me another intelligence check, everyone. This is going to be your last chance for me to remind you of this thing before I just let it be.
9.
15.
13.
17.
Come on, girls.
Okay. There are 3 places in the home that you were told people aren't allowed to go.
Right.
What were those 3 places?
Attic.
The basement, the attic, and his study.
We could still go to his study. He's not home.
And we have the keys.
Okay.
And there's still the attic if there's nothing else to try.
Yeah, the attic we can't get to right now because she's there. Okay, maybe we need to make a mad dash for his office and then just go.
Okay.
I think it
Like,
would be
out a
better just
window.
to have 2 people do this, or 1 person do this, not the whole group.
No,
I was
agree.
going to say, what if Tallice makes
The civilians.
the civilians invisible. I can also use my disguise self scroll, And
Didn't
also
you already
be able-
use it?
No, I used my
Oh, you used the
magic.
detect magic. You're right.
I can use my, or actually, no, wait, what am I saying? I don't have a disguise self scroll.
No,
we
got you.
Did I?
We got you a
Yeah,
scroll
you got
because
one.
you're the
Okay,
only
okay.
one that we can't
I
like.
forgot to add it in,
Yeah.
but I will remember in my head. I could become another Williford just to get out to the grounds. Mico can be a
Small.
mouse. Frey, we can maybe get him some servant's clothes from the servants' quarters or something. Nova could use the ring to just look like a different girl for a second. Just enough that people aren't going to say anything. And then you get something from the study. It's just then there's 2 Willifords. Or I can turn into a guard. That's my plan.
And let's do it. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I mean, if
Okay.
Yeah,
I've got Wilford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's go.
The other thing is Frey could just hop in the bag of holding and leave with Nova.
He would have 10 minutes plus the amount of. What's your constitution modifier?
I don't know how I can hold my breath. I don't have to breathe.
Okay.
Why haven't we had you in there this whole time?
yeah.
Okay. Mico rat, me guard, so that there aren't 2 Wilfords walking around. Nova's just
The girl.
uses the ring to become Elizabeth's sister. The
Yeah.
civilians are invisible. They can literally just get in our cart. The people out front don't know that we've left yet. Only the servants in the garden know. You go into the study and get something, and then make your way out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I adjust this plan slightly?
Adjust it all you want.
Because if we go past the guards and they're gonna see me, they're gonna know they didn't let me in. What if I go in the portable hole with the doppelganger? Frey
Okay.
goes in the bag of holding. You take us out.
What's your
Well-
constitution modifier?
Probably not great. 2.
So you would get 10 minutes of air. You could hold your breath for 3 minutes. And then you would have 12 seconds before you suffocated and died.
I would say you both go in the hole just in case something happens in there, and then you give me the bag of holding so you don't.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because if you put him in the bag of holding and then you got in the portable hole, you would.
no,
we would-
that's why I said you take both the portable hole and the bag of holding. However,
Okay.
we're split with it, and you take us
Okay.
out.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll just walk out with some invisible civilians. Okay. Why don't you both get in the hole? You give me the bag. Mico can be back up as a little mouse in my pocket, like always.
Okay.
Because can you wild shape and keep Pass Without a Trace on?
Yep.
For the invisible footprints?
Yep.
Yeah. As long as he casts it before he wild shapes, he's good.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Are we sure Mico shouldn't go with me, maybe, so that I'm not completely
Sure.
alone
Yeah,
doing
that's-
this? That I can,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mico's yeah.
like,
That's actually better.
because I'm not perceptive, but Mico is.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready?
And Mico has the earring, so technically you guys can still communicate with each other.
You can, yeah.
Everyone step off this balcony one at a time.
Very
God,
carefully.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we gotta roll.
Everybody roll me.
right now and reduce the
Everybody
weight.
roll me a dex check, and I want to know the order that you're stepping off.
Sir's gonna not move because I'm the heaviest. I'll go last.
Okay, so
No.
actually keep your dex checks to yourself, and then you guys choose who wants to step off first, and then tell me your dex check as you step off.
I'm gonna go like towards the end because I'm in a disguise of the guy that works here. So I'll wait for
Is this a check or a save?
Save. Thank you.
Save. Okay, that helps.
I will go first. I got a 10.
Okay.
I roll a 3.
Buddy.
I did worse.
Oh no.
Who's going next?
I'll go next because I got a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Nova?
Sure, I got an 18.
Okay.
Then me and then Sir. Okay, I got a 15.
I got a 13.
Oh god. Sir's gonna go fucking fall. No, it's gonna be fucking Mico.
Strike sort of deal. So 2 people failed, and I was waiting for a third just in case. DC was 12.
Oh God.
So you were very lucky. Because Sarah almost went tumbling down into the Asmodeus.
I know exactly what I would have done. I look like I'm a big old tiefling. I have my gentleman devil mask. I would have just been like,
Sorry.
oh, sorry. Old. Big. Anyway. Okay.
Oh, you got very lucky. So you can make your way back to your civilian friends that you've rescued from their imprisonment. Who is casting invisibility on them?
Do we want to use the scroll or my spell slot?
You
'Cause-
should have an emergency. How many spells have you
I
cast?
have one. Yeah, I already cast Major Image, so I have one spell slot left.
What level is the invisibility?
The spell's invisibility is 2nd level, so if I cast it with the scroll, I could only make the brother invisible. If I cast it at 3rd level with the spell slot, I can make both of them.
Here's what I say. Invisible both of them now. When we message you that we're clear, you use the scroll for yourself and get out.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. I look over at Vincent. Can you make yourself look like something else?
Let me look. I'm pretty, yeah.
Or is it
Yeah,
just...
yes, yeah, I mean, I can make myself look like whatever I
Why,
want to
why
look
doesn't
like.
he just look like a guard then? And save the spell slot?
Yeah,
2
that would
guards?
be. That
He
would be
changes
better.
immediately.
I take out the scroll of invisibility and I make the brother invisible.
I
Logan?
ask for the hole and try and climb in.
Yep, I climb
Yeah.
in with her.
Okay. Logan, keep a hand on my shoulder and follow right behind me.
Hand on your shoulder.
And I'm going with you, Tallice.
Yeah. Can you make us? Can you? Well, we're already sneaky, so we don't need to do that again. Yeah.
And he kind of like hops into the air and just turns like into a rat and lands on your shoulder.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So everybody but Tallice and Mico are attempting to leave the manor now, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you're attempting to do so out of the servants' store to the west?
Yep.
Wait, were there guards out there?
Out where?
At
Is
the
there a guard
servants
at the
door.
servants exit?
When Mico came.
That's a good question.
I think there were.
Yeah, I remember there were 2 guards at the gate and then 2 at the like entrance.
Because the servants' door is like on the side on the street, so probably. So,
Yeah.
Yes. There are 2 guards at that door.
so then maybe go
I
through
was
the
gonna
grounds.
say I was gonna say go through the grounds with us as guards. We go into the house because I don't think the servants will question guards. And then we drop our disguises, and I'll just take the card out.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Vincent will set himself next to Sir, so it looks like you guys are walking in like formation, basically. Roll me, Sir, a deception check, please. I will roll one for Vincent.
Sir.
And then the stealth check for...
Okay.
And then I've got a stealth check for...
I rolled a 6 plus 3. It's 9.
Vincent rolled a 15. And Logan rolled a... Oh god, I missed what he rolled. What was it? A nat 20. A nat 20 for his stealth. So, I will take... That's technically a group check.
They're picking up my slack.
So that's essentially a 12 for you guys that you rolled, which isn't terrible.
Yeah, backed up with disguises.
So you're walking up from the wine cellar. Are you following your footsteps through to the from the foyer to the entrance hall, and then through the mudroom like you came?
I think. Yes.
You're two guards, and nobody has reason to be suspicious of you. Especially because the livery and then the general either like hood or helmet that is worn, your face isn't fully shown. So there's really no reason for anybody to stop you, and most of these people are just commoners who don't have a very high passive perception. So you make your way through the house into the grounds. From the grounds, it's a little bit more difficult because you have to maneuver through all of the people who are here and working. But if you make your way slowly enough, there is a point where you feel Logan take his hand off of you. But with the crowd around you, you kind of gather that he did so to maneuver more stealthily through so that you didn't have to kind of control where you needed to be with him at your tail. Eventually you feel his shoulder bump up against your arm.
Okay.
You can make your way now along the cobblestone path to the coach house. Into the coach house, where your cart and your mule are.
Logan, get in the back.
You hear the wood, like boots on wood, as he gets in.
Vincent, look like my buddy Frey, the poofy pants.
In an instant, he looks like Frey.
And I will drop my disguise self and look like me. And slide open the door.
Vincent will help. He'll help maneuver everything out.
Walk the mule out, and then
Nova's got like 5 minutes.
I'm gonna close it, and then as we pull away, I'm going to, in the back of the cart, just unravel portable hole and go, okay, we're good.
While
Frey,
we were
take
in
a
there,
Frey, we've got another Frey here, so you might want to just chill for a bit, make sure that he doesn't get up.
while we were in the portable hole, I talked to Nova. You know what's really funny? Is I actually don't know where the keys are for these manacles that are on this guy.
Oh, the ones that you have.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure where I lost them in my house somewhere.
That's
so
fine. It's probably for the best that we don't know where they are.
I mean, I'm sure I could find them, but he might be stuck like that for a little bit.
And then when Sir kind of flips it open and says, you know, we're good, but Frey stay in there. Also, tell Tallice and Mico that we're clear. I'm gonna take us back to the Three of Cups.
We're clear. I say over the earrings.
Okay.
So
We'll
tell us,
see how we
Mico,
are.
what are you doing?
You are muted.
On the first floor, thank you. On the first floor,
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
it's not C10, it's not C9. C12 is the smoking room. C8
Yes.
is like the entryway.
Yes.
And you said it was C1 was like the office that Amalia was in?
C6.
Okay, so then it has to be C1, right?
What are you
Would have-
looking? What are you looking
His
for?
his office.
She had taken you into his office to sit for a minute.
Oh, okay. So we met in his.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna go into. It was C6.
Yep.
I'm gonna go into C6. As
Third
will
lock.
hurt. I try to find a fancy looking key and open the door.
There's not really any key that immediately strikes you as like super fancy. You gotta try a couple.
Okay, I'll try one of the ones that I like haven't used yet for like other things.
First one doesn't work. Second one doesn't work. Roll me a percentile die.
Boy.
Someone's about to walk up and be like, "What are you doing?"
You're muted, babe.
I wasn't saying anything.
No, Dylan is
No.
muted.
I put the wrong key in my front door all the damn time.
Just say you're like, I don't know, having me time.
17.
So it you're trying most of the keys. You needed to roll at least an 80 to get have it be within a reasonable amount of time. So you're trying most of the keys. And you're getting increasingly frustrated as you do so, which is kind of making you a little bit more stumbly as you do so. The sending stone in your pocket begins to hum.
I pick it up.
Henry, dear, will you please come fetch this tray?
Holy fuck.
I maybe just like that.
I will pick up the stone and say, "At once, my lady." And I will go up, and in the earring, I'm like, "Mico, she wants me to take away the tea tray. We're going up to the room with the red book. What do I do? I don't know what to do, Mico."
You did this once. You can do it again. We need to get into this room if we want any sort of physical evidence.
Yes, I believe you can do this, Tallice.
Okay, I go up there.
Oh boy.
I have to be quiet because, like, my parents
might
are
want to
asleep.
stop.
Oh god.
Might not want to go all the way back to the Three of Cups. You might want to just like wait like a block away.
Well, I can I'll loop us.
Perfect.
I mean,
Okay.
do you want to go by yourself and I can try to open the door?
I don't think we should separate. I really don't think we should. I already think it's bad to be separated a little bit. Like, I don't think we should separate. That's just asking to get picked off one by one.
Okay. I'll go with you then.
Okay. So you can head up to you're just beelining to the third floor?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Through the room, where that woman is sitting, the, like, lady in waiting or, like, her attendant, into the master bedroom and then again into Amalia's study where she's still sitting. Looks like she's probably had a couple of glasses of tea, before you arrived, and now she has asked you to come and take it away. She is sitting and she's kind of, she's got her elbow on the big arm and her chin resting on her hand, and she's staring very wistfully, with a very saddened look on her face at the ladder leading up to the attic.
Oh man. Okay. As I come in, I will say, "Would you like some fresh air, my lady?" Like, referring to the window.
Sure, that's fine, she says.
Okay. I will open the curtains and, like, open the window a bit for her. And I will approach the tray. Before I take this away, was there anything you needed from me?
How's the house running?
Quite well. The preparations are coming along. Your party planners were here earlier.
Oh, did everything go okay?
It did. They dropped off some supplies into the guest house, as well as a few bottles of wine into the cellar.
Will you do me a favor at some point today and look through those supplies just to make sure that they didn't leave anything behind that might indicate that they were attempting to look in on us?
course, I shall add it to my list. Oh God! Oh God!
Is my husband back yet?
He is not.
Oh, that worries me. Will you let me know when he returns?
I will send word as soon as I see him, my lady.
Thank you.
And I will take the tray.
Tallice is kind of high.
I will bow. I will bow to her, and I will exit.
She doesn't stop you.
Okay.
The woman in the sitting room.
Uh-huh.
She watches you as you walk past. Henry, she
Yes.
says, how's the lady doing?
Hold on while I look up a word really quick to make sure that I'm not just straight up sounding like Victoria is sounding like an
No,
idiot.
you're good. You're good.
Hold on, let me get my
My
pocket
dictionary.
my dictionary of synonyms.
Yeah, I want to sound bougie. Okay, no, it was the right word. She is rather wistful. I found her gaze lingering on the door up to the attic.
She was spending most of her time there today.
Oh no.
Doesn't ever seem to do her any good. Fuck. Shit. Poo.
Don't say that about the lady.
When you said that, and immediately realized you probably screwed up.
I'm like, I should have just left. I'm trying to like play into this, so I should have just left.
That's very bold of you.
My family has served the Castellantis for generations. They are my first concern, and when the lady of the house is upset, I am upset. You would do well to take the same mindset.
That's so smooth.
You're right, sir. My apologies.
Put her in her place.
I feel like Mico hasn't taken like an actual breath as a mouse in the pocket.
You've got little rat droppings in your pocket.
Just like 3 straight minutes, Mico has been sitting here in this pocket like.
That's why she stopped me. She's like, "Why is there rat shit falling out of your shirt?"
It's just a little mouse going.
It's a little mouse where like you pull down the pocket and it's like. I will nod my head to her and I kind of give her like a long look and then I like kind of squinting my eyes and then I turn and I leave. Oh my god.
You leave successfully.
Can I leave Bramble in there?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so smooth. Okay, we need to open this door. We need to.
Okay, I take the tea tray down to the kitchen and I hand it to like one of the people. And I'm like, clean this. And then I'm going back to the office door and I'm gonna try the rest of the keys that I have.
I'm trying to get my fan started.
No, you're okay.
Oh my! Just give up on it.
Me?
You had it for so long. Anyway, I'll tell you more about that afterwards. We just.
Wow.
I don't think I'm gonna get her started in a timely manner.
I mean, it is like 11, so if we need
Actually,
to call it.
before you get into the office, it's probably a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
No.
This is fine.
It's been good so far. It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
She's not suspicious. Well, more
Oh, wait,
so
no.
than. Well, I mean, she's like, go check their stuff and see if they planted anything. And we're like, we aren't that stupid. We just kidnapped your butler and impersonated him.
Oh my god. Yo, I'm like shook right now. We need to go kill that like maid lady that was in the
We can't just kill everyone that we talk to.
No, listen, alright. Mico and
Liara, hey, look. Liara, it's like on the way.
here's what's gonna happen, alright? I'm gonna cast fly on Rat Mico, and Rat Mico is gonna fly in the window and grab the red book. Just be like a little surf, like it'll be like a little rat surfboard that he's just like flying on.
Does
Okay.
anybody have any closing remarks?
Check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games.
And check out Extra Life if you have the means to do so. Donate for the kids.
Whew.
And Mystic Hour tomorrow will be starting late. I think that's it.
Okay. Whew. Okay, when you are... I'm here. When you are attempting to pretend to be a butler, an anime butler specifically, make sure you add your proficiency bonus.
Hell yeah.
We will see you guys next week with Vigil.
Love you, bye.